Okay, let's just throw this up and let some people filter in. And just, that. Anyone in the stream yet? No. Oh, maybe. Oh, looks like someone's on Twitch, actually. Hello, Mr. Pokemon. Hello, RGB. I am here with some water because I am very, very thirsty. Let's see. Let's grab some. Let's empty my inventory a bit. Holy cow. I've got a that was pizza's doing. Yeah, let's empty some of this stuff. I've got kind of building materials over here. Let's do that so I don't like actually lose track of anything. Yeah, throw a bunch of that junk in there, bunch of that junk in there. All that. The iron can go. It can't go in there. I don't know why there's arrows. Turn sneak. Toggle off. Why do I even have pop it? Oh, I was at Pizza's base just messing around with him on his stream. How's your horse and pizza stream? Oh yeah. I got him. I got him back off camera. Don't need redstone. Well, okay, I'll put the redstone in the building materials because I will need redstone. And yeah, okay, let's go. Not that. Let's go fix my shovel. Grab some rockets, fix my shovel, and get to work. Oh, flight. There we go. There was music playing in game right before the stream started, and then I started the stream and there's no music, so a little anticlimactic. But hello and goodbye to the 2 people that just joined and quit the YouTube stream instantly. It went up to 3 viewers and then 1 viewer just so quickly. I'm not sure if it's like a glitch or something like that, but I don't know. So I gotta go. I just wanted to pop in. See you later. Have a good stream. All right, thank you. Thank you for popping in just really quickly. I do that all the time. Going through the end portal. I just do like a 720 spin or whatever. Okay. Throw that there. Grab this. Might as well fix my other tools. Well, oh, my elytra. Ooh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. Breaking right here in the end. Yeah, so clearly I needed my elytra fixed as well, and I did not notice until I was here. Good job, my man. Yeah, I mean, yep. Gotta be careful. Oh, we got 5 people on YouTube. The stream's only been up for a couple minutes. That's really quick for one of my streams. Really, really quick. Okay, come on. Almost. There it goes. Let's grab my pickaxe now. Because I'm using my pickaxe. Normally I don't in these streams, but we're actually hitting the stone layer now. So I might as well fix up my pickaxes while I'm here. Wait, does that have the same durability as the shovel? Oh, they all have the same durability. I did not notice that. Huh. What about the sword? Oh, I can't. Nope. Please see. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that every tool had the same durability of the same material. Huh. Yeah, might as well. Does this have many? This does have many. Oh, actually, okay, that doesn't have many. Never mind. That does 2. Might as well fix up everything while I'm here. With these last couple guys. That was like perfect. I was afraid it actually wasn't gonna do the axe. Okay. There you go. Organize my hotbar a little bit. Anyway, welcome to the stream. 1/6 rept. I'm not sure if that's short for something. The rept, but yeah, welcome to the stream. Okay, do I have? I think I have wheat shulkers in here, right? Dirt shulkers. Okay, I do need those. Let's grab a couple of seed shulkers as well. And these are empty, but I'll probably need them for the more dirt over here. Oh, sheep! Multiple sheep. Lots of animals here. These guys haven't been here for a bit. Okay, let's see what we need to do over here. Yeah, so we were finishing off the last stream by doing some digging of this stone layer, so we could replace it with grass, as you can see here. This just needs to be just completely broken over here. Anyway, how's everyone oh, okay, never mind. There's zero people watching. It was really big for a second, and then that died down. People started to realize what they could miss out. That rain's probably killing the bit rate on Twitch. I am so sorry. Here, if I get in here, does that kind of fix it? I mean, it's still in the. If I look like straight up, the bit rate won't be bad. But yeah, the second I start digging again, it's gonna bitrate's gonna tank again. I just slept too, so I can't really do anything about it. I'm talking about the weather. That's how you can tell. Like, not sure what to talk about right now, just because the weather. Such like a stereotypical thing, stereotypical like awkward conversation topic. I'm so glad I brought the beacon over, because this would have taken forever otherwise. Like, yeah, beacons are a pain to move because like naturally while you're moving them you don't actually get the haste it gets. Well, I mean, even with haste, like it's not. Oh, that is super quick. Wait a minute, I don't know what I'm talking about. You can get out of here. Get out. There we go. Get that out of here. Get all this out of here. Don't want to keep any of this. Oh, it is night now though. I can sleep. I was so afraid I was going to take damage there. Sometimes the momentum based damages in this game can be like really weird and really random. Like even if you don't hit a block head on, sometimes the speed is just enough to kill you. Okay, let's start placing dirt. The most interesting thing you guys can be watching today. Clearly, this is peak content. Well, there's the music. Now this morning. Oh yeah, I want to get rid of all this tall grass because it just dirties up the schematics so much. Oh, and I got an egg for some reason. Thank you. Yeah, let's clean up a bunch of this and also just random block here. Is that an enderman? Do we have enderman griefing off? I don't remember. Don't remember if we have enderman griefing off on the server. Well, okay. There was a single block missing right there, so maybe yes. I'm not gonna bother with those because I'm just gonna be breaking the grass anyway. But everything down here, yeah. Lots of grass. Yo, what's up? Hello, Asu. That looks Japanese. Asuka Hitaga? Tagi? Asuki Tagi? Is that how you say that? If I just say it fast enough, you like you just blend together and make myself sound smarter than I am. That's a trick, by the way. Like, if you want to make yourself sound smarter, like you can talk faster, and as long as you're just confident, just be confident what you're saying. Like people will believe you. Is that Japanese? I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, welcome to the. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. We basically, I'm doing this. I've got this massive wheat field going on, and I am expanding it. Because I've got this kind of American Midwest, industrial American Midwest style base. I just follow you on X and would appreciate a follow back. On X, I don't really use it. I mean, I use it to like announce my stuff, but I really just do Blue Sky now. No, wrong buttons. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Also, I probably should have rules up. I mean, I'm so small, I just haven't bothered to set rules, but self promo is probably one of those, and then I'd probably turn off, say no self promo. Why is the server lagging so bad? Oh, it's my internet. The internet's lagging so bad. YouTube just cut out for a second. Is YouTube back up? It's not receiving enough frames for smooth streaming. I mean, Twitch is working just fine. I think it's fine now. I think it might be fine now. YouTube is, holy cow. It's not dropping frames. Should I refresh that tab? Let's refresh the tab. Maybe that'll help. Also tighten my microphone because that's been unscrewing itself on the stand just a whole ton. Okay, YouTube should be back. Yeah, okay. YouTube's back up. Not sure if it actually like fully died in the first place, but it was definitely losing frames. Yeah, so I think in total, I mean, Pizza and I were looking at it the other day. I think in total, I'm like halfway done with the wheat field. Just, I don't know how many streams it's taken to get to this point, and there are like random missing blocks, which is fun. Oh, so I'm lagging. Yeah, definitely lagging. Fly, please, fly. Thank you very much. Yeah, Pizza and I were looking, and yeah, I'm pretty much halfway done. If you just compare like all of this. And then Rocket, please. Thank you. All of this over here. Rocket, please. Please tell me OBS isn't also crashing. OBS is also crashing. Great. Okay. Oh, and I am crashing. Internet, please. Okay, OBS is green again. Yeah, so we're pretty much halfway done. I'm not sure how many streams it's taken to get to the point we've gotten to, but yeah, it's getting there. It is. I mean, it is definitely getting there. Yeah, and I've also got random things off to. I'm always finding just like random missing pieces of wheat. I have to go back and fix them off camera. And like zombies walking around and whatever. I mean, once this is fully covered up, I mean, we won't get random mobs spawning. Unless it's, of course, like in the river or whatever, but, you know. Don't have to worry about that. Let's get OBS minimized so I can get Twitch back up again. There we go. Didn't mean to hit third person there. Oh, hello, zombie. It's the middle of the day. You're not supposed to be here. Like, yeah, you have arm. I didn't even see him. Like, I think oh, wait. There's a cave over here, isn't there? Oh, yeah. There's a couple caves over here. I was like, he wasn't even just in my field of view, like, at all. He's kind of popped up out of nowhere. Whoa, lag. I'm lagging like crazy. I don't like it. The stream's working fine. I mean, Twitch is obviously like way lower quality, so it's not going to have as many issues. Unless the internet just like crashes out entirely. But YouTube, like, yeah, if my upload speed dips a little bit, the YouTube will definitely be effective. Also, some stuff I'm getting ready to build over here soon that I want to avoid spoiling, so I'm not going to go much farther than, like, right here. I keep saying soon. I mean, like, eventually I'll get to it. But, like, it is soon. Like, within the next couple episodes, hopefully. I mean, the next episode's going to be long. It's like an hour, 20 minutes or something like that. But then right after that, hopefully I should get started on that stuff over here. So yeah, literally like 2 episodes from now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Always the magic word. Okay, I saw there's like random bits of stone over here, right? There's like yeah. It's like random little... Okay, I've also got just like super speed digging, so... yeah, there's probably going to be random little pieces of stone as I'm like trimming down these flatter hills. Yeah, today I want to basically just get... We'll see how far we can go, but I want to get like this spot that we got in the last episode and down, yeah, from this square right here. I want to get this square done, this stream. I'm normally not. I don't work in like squares. It's normally like, well, I guess I did used to like use the chunk borders as like a measurement, but I've kind of stopped doing that. Yeah, especially recently, like I've been just kind of moving where I want to move, where the hills line up and everything. I don't know why that cow caught my attention. It just it's just in my peripheral vision. It just like caught my attention for some reason. Anyway, there's like no one watching. There's no one in chat. It's hard to make. It's hard to talk when there's no one to chat against. No one to talk with. I'm so lonely. Help me, please. I mean, Pizza's usually here. I know he can't. I know like this time of day isn't great for him. But he's normally here at least in the latter half of the stream. Let's throw this in here. Get rid of that. Grab all this. Moo. Why is that? That cow is just like... This cow's a character of its own. It just like stood out to me like really clearly for some reason in my peripheral vision earlier. Yeah, if I run out of things today, it might just have to be a shorter stream. It's not as fun when no one's watching. Okay. Is that the last of the stone in this spot? That might be all the digging we need to do. Let's do a quick fly over. Is that all the digging in this? It is. Okay. I just have to do some terraforming. And we've been doing terraforming. Now we need to do the other half terraforming. We need to be placing stuff. I can't have like the shovel in my main hand, otherwise it's just gonna turn into path blocks. So like I have to like pickaxe when I'm placing and then move to the shovel when I mess up. A little awkward, but it works. Come on, chat. I'm running out of things to say here. So one of the perks of being like a small YouTuber is like you can have like small streamer is that you can have like really good like chats with the viewers. Like there isn't just a flood of messages that you're never going to get through, you know, in their its own little world. You're actually like part of the stream experience. But then you get these streams where no one watches and it's just like awkward. Okay. Okay, we have a bunch down here. That's more dirt. Okay. Go ahead and grab that. I mean, people are joining and then leaving. Like, there's something happening. Hello, Mr. Cow. Again. Okay, I probably don't need the beacon anymore then. I'm not going to break it down right now. I'm probably going to have to put it back on top of this hill. That's definitely where most of the digging is going to be now, because everything else is pretty much just adding to the terrain. It's only really this big hill here in the middle that like I need to actually take down. Ow. Oh, okay. I spend probably 50% of my time with toggle shift on, like toggle crouch. Like I'll like, especially when I'm doing a big building projects, I'll like turn it on. Like doing the walls of that thing, I had like toggle crouch on the whole time. So like I'm used to like just tapping it, and that can be a little bit dangerous sometimes. I mean, luckily there's like nothing actually dangerous here, but especially with these holograms, sometimes they can be a little bit scary to fall through when you just like keep falling. There's just like little random ravines that you uncover. Not even the game music is helping because the game music is not here. I swear it's not supposed to be as rare as it is. I mean, it's like supposed to be. Actually, how long is the stream going? Am I just like 30 minutes? And a Minecraft day is like 20 minutes. Oh, so maybe I'm just like, maybe this is just how often it is because it's supposed to be sunset and sunrise, and it's played like twice in the stream. So, oh, once right before the stream was doing it. Yeah, huh? Oh well. No, except we sleep, so it's like you cut the day down to like 10 minutes, 10 maybe 12 if you haven't slept for a little bit. Like, have they changed the music mechanics at all? Hello. You guys can leave. Don't trample my wheat, please. Out of here. Get out. Get off my crops. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. Don't you dare kill the cow. Don't you dare kill the stream cow. He belongs here. Yeah, let's make a little thing for him. Let's make a little. Nope. Okay, never mind. You're safe now, at least. I'll let him roam for a bit. I've just been collecting animals recently. There's a pig. There's a pig that I found underneath my floorboards that's probably been here for like a year. So there's like, got a pig in here. I just on a lead. Bat cow. Please tell me someone knows that reference. I mean, no one can say whether or not because no one's watching the stream, but hey, anyone in the VOD? Anyone gonna watch the VOD at this point? If you're watching the VOD, comment bat cow. Let's see how. And like, you know, I don't have a whole ton of viewers right now, so like, watch me get big in a couple of years. Watch me get huge. Watch me get like 1 million subscribers, and then people are gonna go back in the backlog, and find this VOD, and I'm just gonna get bat cow comments, just to infinity, just blowing up my inbox. 5 years down the line, just bat cow. I am losing my mind. Please, someone show up in chat, please. Oh, see, yeah. Sometimes you can just fall through because it's not exactly anything over here. There's the music. Now the music's going. I think. Oh, sorry. I thought there was like a flower or something like blocking me from placing a block, but nope. Nope, it was just a chicken. I've gotten like 3 eggs now. Sleep. Oh, okay. I'm not too far away from the bed. I was on the bed. Okay, there we go. Where's bat? There's bat cow. Actually, what type of cow was bat cow? Wait a minute. Was it one of these ones, or was it more of a bat cow? Oh no, it was like it was a brown one, right? Yeah, it's like a brown fluffy one. Bat like. Well, we have like brown cows now in the game, or almost. We've got like we've got Highland cows now, right? Yeah. I think bat cow's more of like a Highland cow, or just no, or it's just a cow that's brown, like a normal farming cow. I'm getting too deep into this. I'm getting way too deep into the lore of bat cow and how it relates to a video game with cows. No, I didn't mean to throw that. My brain is dying, and I haven't been streaming for like 40 minutes. Ah, okay. Don't die. That would be a very, very good thing to do. Or to not do, to avoid doing. I need to not die. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, is that just it? Okay, no, never mind. There's a bunch of stuff I'm still terrified. I'm just blind at the ground level. Okay. Where'd Bat Cow go? Oh, there he is. Or she? I mean, all cows in Minecraft are she's. Right? I think Bat Cow specifically was also a she. I mean, it wasn't a bull, so yeah. The title of the stream might not be helping, because it's like a German pun. Maybe like people are... I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired. Pizza gave me the idea for this. I'm running out of wheat puns. Like, I have like no wheat puns left that I can really use for like stream titles. So Pizza gave me that one. It's like a spoof on German, but not not a huge fan of it, but it's the best I got. Maybe once we actually start planting wheat, people will join. I don't know. I don't really know anymore. maybe people are clicking on the stream and seeing terraforming instead of wheat. Maybe they're like, nah, can't have this. Oh, dang it. I was being so quick about that. Okay. Well, since no one's in the stream yet, I don't know. Hello to people in the VOD. Oh, wait, no. Oh, there's two people on Twitch, two people on YouTube, maybe. Possibly. It keeps like, I don't know if it's glitching or not. Okay, YouTube just dipped right back down to 0. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or just like, it doesn't update until like after they've left, and then it just updates again, just really, really quickly. Okay, well, we're almost done. I'm almost done with the terraform. We're gonna get to the wheat soon. I've really got only this big spot and this some kind of medium, maybe big spot. I don't know. Hello. Oh, hello, very unwilled. You're the first one in the stream. Well, okay, there were a couple of people earlier, but they like dipped after like 5 minutes. Yeah, I've just been talking to this cow over here. Where'd it go? Where'd Bat Cow go? Where's there's there's Bat Cow. This is Bat Cow. She's just she's just hanging out. More wheat planting. I mean, I'm not quite wheat planting yet. I'm still doing a bit of terraforming, but I'm almost done with the terraforming for this stream. Hello, chicken. I mean, like, wheat planting is the name of the game for these streams, basically. I like doing the kind of the grindy, more grindy stuff. Wait, is that Bat Cow? Wait a minute. Second one. It disappeared again. Oh, there's a third. I've lost track. There's too many cows for me to track. Someone needs to go on the stream and tell me which cow is Bat Cow, which cow is the real one. Also, if you have no idea who Bat Cow is, I mean, to be fair, so do most Batman fans, but hey. Maybe they're all the real one. Nah, it's only one. Dirt. Dirt's over. Fly, please. Thank you. Pick some water. So I actually prepared this time and got water. I'm quickly... Okay, once I figure out which one of these is the real Bat Cow, probably gonna put it on a lead, put a name tag on it, whatever. Because I've got a like collection of animals at the moment. Like I got my horse that I've had since I've moved to this area. Then I found another horse in my video, my most recent video. And then I found a pig under the floorboards. I was working under the floorboards, and I found this guy under there, who's just in a dark cave, like where right here. I found a pig just in here. That's probably been in here since I put the floorboards down, like a year ago. I'm just collecting a crew at this point. And now Bat Cow. I don't understand Twitch. I just realized, like, Twitch like deletes all the VODs like after a couple weeks, right? So why do they feel the need to like limit the quality? Like I imagine like if they were like saving everything, maybe that'd be like a necessary like, hey, we can't have these streams over like 8,000 kilobits a second. unless of course you're like an affiliate or whatever partner. I think it's a partner where you get like a boost to the limit. Like I'd understand if like YouTube after, I mean, naturally they can't just throw this on us now because that would just wreck everything. But like, you know, I know, like imagine if when YouTube started getting big, they were like, okay, hey, we're getting so many videos on the platform, we're gonna have like this max resolution. I mean, YouTube's goes up to like 8K or whatever now. But no, Twitch doesn't hold any of the they like throw everything away after like 2 weeks, so maybe they want it to be like a smooth experience or whatever, but I don't understand why Twitch has to like limit the bit rate. That just means OBS has to do double the work. Maybe not double the work because it's rendering two different streams. It's rendering two different streams at two different qualities. So even if one's like lower than the other, I mean, I can't imagine that saves a whole ton of work on OBS's part, right? Like that was like the number one thing I noticed when I was like looking into the specifics about Twitch is like, oh yeah, it's like 8,000 kilobits a second limit. I'm like, huh? What? Why? Hold on, let me look it up. Why does Twitch have a bitrate limit? Okay, it's just saying it does have a like. All the answers are like it has a limit of 8,000 kilobits or whatever. It doesn't answer the question. Why does Twitch have a limit on the bit rate when YouTube doesn't? I can hear a skeleton. Move. Okay. Stream uses 20,000 viewers with slower internet wouldn't be able to watch smoothly. Oh, YouTube doesn't guarantee transcoding options. So I guess YouTube is better at like transcoding the stream so that like you can watch it at 140 or one. What's like the lowest? You can watch it at like 480p if you want, even if the stream is at like 2.5K at like mine is. YouTube just Twitch just doesn't have. They're also guaranteed low latency. It looks like they prioritize latency over this quality. Okay, that makes more sense. The first answer was like, Twitch isn't as bad. Twitch doesn't have as much infrastructure as YouTube is, backed by Google. I'm like, Twitch is backed by Amazon. Don't tell me that Twitch doesn't have money for infrastructure. That's just a lame excuse there. Especially if Twitch wants. I mean, obviously Twitch is the de facto streaming service, so they don't have to really compete. But like, if less people were watching, they'd probably, if they were on to be a serious competitor with YouTube, they'd probably put more money into it. But I guess they don't really have to these days. I feel like that would also just be a lie. The fact they don't have as much infrastructure, or they say they don't have as much infrastructure. I mean, to be fair, YouTube does pay out a lot of money for a massive warehouse. How many YouTube warehouses are there? How many YouTube servers? How many servers does YouTube have? 72,000 servers with 6 Google data centers. More popular videos are moved to a content distribution network, making them accessible much faster by the YouTube. Okay, so I guess like trending videos or like bigger videos with like tons of views or like trending, you know, like the peak I say peak, but you know, peak viewership gets like special. They get special places in YouTube servers, but they've still got 72,000 servers and 6 dedicated warehouses. I say warehouses. Data centers are a bit more complex and a bit more what's the word? Bit more sophisticated than a warehouse, but you know. Okay. Here, let's do a direct comparison. Actually, how many servers does YouTube have? 72,000 servers in 6 data centers. How many servers does Twitch have? 192. Okay, you know what? Yeah, YouTube does have the better infrastructure. By a long shot, but not because I doubt it's because Amazon doesn't have the money to pay for it. I think it's just because Amazon just won't pay for it. Okay, YouTube. Okay, statistically, yeah, that is YouTube does have a much higher infrastructure, but it doesn't mean Amazon can't then go ahead and like put more effort into it. You know, because Minecraft Rain just destroys bitrate. Like, the fact that Minecraft is the most popular game in the world, and therefore the most streamed game on Twitch, and Rain looks absolutely terrible. The fact that, like, Minecraft looks absolutely terrible at lower bit rates in a lot of situations, like, I'm surprised. So it looked like let's see. So it says Twitch has like 1,000 servers ish, couple thousand servers, but rain update when? I mean, I'm not getting into the articles, but it looked like at a glance, it was like they have a ton of servers dedicated to transcoding, not for like saving. Because they don't like save the footage really for longer than 2 weeks. So the servers are less for holding data than it is for processing power. But at that point, then, if the servers are more for processing power than holding data, then why is it 8,000 kilobits? I don't get it. I mean, I'm also not a data guy. I like programming more. That like I took a data class, like a databases class. Was not a fan. Not something I want to get into. Yeah, I don't know like just the actual like hardware limitations or whatever for data stuff, but yeah. Clearly YouTube's got the upper hand there. Yeah, that is like terraforming over there. Yeah, stuff like that goes in one ear and not the other. For you. Oh, let's get a head count again on the cows. So there's one guy here. One here. These are like the main 3 I think we're looking at. We're trying to figure out which one of these is bat cow. Here, let's I'm gonna go ahead and actually like block these guys off so they don't wander and I lose track of them again. No, back. Wheat. I have wheat. Get over here. There you go. Went back on YouTube stream and my understanding that one is the cow. Okay. I'll still get all of these just in case. I'm also gonna have to block this one off specifically so people don't like that pig and stuff doesn't don't go in the hole. I mean that is where Bat Cow has been. But might as well trap all of these just in case. Maybe this will make it into a video. I don't know. No. Back inside. Back inside. There you go. You could be so wrong. Yeah, I'll just have to go back on it and introduce Bat Cow to the viewers in a video, full length video. Okay. Wheat seeds. I mean, I think there's like a 90% chance that one is the one, but because there's a few of them now, I don't want to be like completely mistaken. Here's a zombie. There's a cave under here, isn't there? Oh yeah. Yeah. He comes out here, he's just gonna burn. Aren't you, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, come at me. Oh. I didn't realize he'd like actually get a chance to hit me. Okay. So what made you decide to plant so much wheat this season? It was mud originally. Because you need wheat for packed mud, so I was gonna make a wheat field that I could use to farm. I quickly realized a farmable wheat field looked terrible just because of all the water pockets. But I wanted to do just this massive like American Midwest style. Like I was already playing on the dirt factory. I knew I'd need wheat for the mud, and so like visually, like this is like, you know, canonically I guess where the wheat comes from. Obviously I've got a little machine right here which is where I actually like get all the wheat I need for different mud for like, you know, all the mud for this factory and stuff. But this storytelling sort of way, this is where the factory workers actually get the wheat from. That's also sleep. And then like I've said before, this used to be a flower forest over here, but I realized that there's just like a pretty solid cutoff right here because of these rivers. Like this is just kind of, this is a super solid naturally. I'm not gonna be over. I'm cutting it off like right here, but like this is pretty much just a natural section of land that I'm like, I'm gonna cover all of this. I'm gonna cover all of this. This can be, the river can be like my solid marker. And so I've gone up to the river, like over here, and up to this hill. So, like I've been like using the natural terrain just to kind of guide it. So yeah, I'm not gonna be. That's like up towards night space, and that's also like a pond right here. That'd be like hard to actually like farm over there, realistically. So yeah, over here, and like using this hill, and I was gonna do more over here. I might still do more over here. I was debating whether or not to do some industrial looking mechanisms over here, like a water pump system. I was thinking maybe doing like a water pump system coming in from the ocean into here because you need water as well for the mud, as you can see here, as well as for the pit. No, I do need water from the mud, but like I've just got this like pit here, so I was gonna be like, oh, they're just like taking the water from the ocean or whatever, taking those water pumps. So I'm thinking maybe doing something like that, but looks cool. The amount of wheat, just something about. I mean, yeah, it definitely does. Until you get like little, until you get like these little missing spots because the zombies spawned on this hill and decided to walk over there for no reason whatsoever. I've lit up this hill. I think it's spawn proofed. I think this hill is spawn proofed. Like it gets down to one light level, so yeah, okay. If anything wasn't spawn proofed, it was probably going to be in the basin, I think. Yeah, I think this hill is spawn proof now. But you still get stuff just spawning around here and trampling the wheat. These sheep and stuff. Oh, it might have been a sheep. It might have. Oh, wait a minute. It was probably one of these guys. Now that I think about it. Excuse me, buddy. Excuse me. I need you to leave, please. I need you to get out of here. That's probably it. Do sheep eat wheat? Like, I know they like tall grass. Like they can eat tall grass to like regrow their wool back. Do they eat wheat? I feel like that'd like count as mob griefing at that point. So maybe not. I don't think they do. Okay, because I know they can eat ferns and stuff. Like all the new ferns they're adding in the next update, like I know the sheep can eat those. I didn't know they ate tall grass. Yeah, they do. They eat tall grass and they're gonna eat like all the new ferns and stuff. So if you're building with ferns, you do have to be careful with sheep now. Can't have a random issue that, you know, someone's gonna have a serious grudge. I just know it. I just know someone on Hermitcraft or something is gonna have a serious grudge against the sheep in the game because they are eating like all the cool new fern blocks. They invade the area and just like just chomp on them. You have to watch the sheep now. Yeah, I just know someone on Hermitcraft or even just on this server, someone's gonna have a grudge. That'll be funny in a little bit, I imagine. Yeah. Maybe. I guess I'm not. What am I doing next season? I'm doing the minigame stuff. Doing my amusement park. Not a full like amusement park, but like I'm taking charge of the gaming district next season, and I'm gonna be building like a big circus tent and stuff just as my normal base, like in the center of the gaming district. And so I'm probably gonna decorate a bit with ferns, I imagine. I mean, it's probably gonna be mainly like leaf blocks, though. I'd probably be decorating with like full on leaf blocks. So it'd be funny as a sheep myself. It might be funny next season if I end up getting a grudge on the sheep, just as a storyline, as a bit. Game district as a base is very cool. Yeah. Well, it's like we tried to do a game. Like I don't think Echocraft has had a dedicated gaming district since like season 2 that like people were actually consistent at. Maybe season 3. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with season 3 as I was with season 2. But we tried last season, and it was really just lagging. Really just made a whole bunch of games. I don't think he finished because he was like being really ambitious about his stuff. Like there was his big like parkour game that we like finished last minute. I've got the footage somewhere. I think it's on a hard drive that got corrupted, like a hard disk drive. So the information's still there, but like I need to like send it to like a data recovery company. Because trust me, I've tried myself plenty of times in a terminal and with free software and with paid software, and yeah, I cannot for life of me recover the files on that hard drive. But I know they're there. I've done so many tests, and like the files are there, the data is there. The hard drive, the file system itself is corrupted, so it can't access them. It can't access the files, but the files are there. It's just the files are incompatible with, Windows or whatever at this point. So I've still got it just like hanging around. But I think, yeah, on that hard drive, I've got footage of Lagging's like parkour game from last season. We got a group together and played it, and it was so fun. I'm so mad I lost the footage because I was going to I would have had another episode of season 4 out if I did have that footage. You have to check it out. Well, I mean, you won't be able to check it out. Like I said, the footage is stuck on a hard drive that has a corrupted file system. Yeah, and then this season we had the charity area, but we really only used it for the charity area. And then Pizza did this pig flinging thing over here. But like, I mean, my game's basically broken. The golf mini game wasn't fully rebuilt. I mean, because we did everything in creative mode and then rebuilt everything in survival. I don't know if you were there. I mean, you're pretty new to the channel, so yeah, we did a cancer charity stream last January. It's like, yeah, basically a year ago. And to make sure we could do everything in time, we basically made a copy of the world and then built everything in creative mode, except from I think my mini game and like the golf course and stuff. Certain things are built in survival, but like the gaming district was like built. This gaming district was like built in creative mode, and then on the real server, we spent the next like 9 months, or I spent the next 9 months just rebuilding everything. So I mean, I've only recently rebuilt stuff. I think we've had like one gaming set. We've had like one session where on a stream, I think, where we played like parkour and Pizza's game over here. But other than that, yeah, the game there's not a whole ton of games over here. It really just was mainly the charity area. We like planned on doubling up on it being a gaming district, but it didn't really turn out that way. So yeah, next season I want to do the game district. I want it to be a place where the Echos can just like get on the server and hang out. They don't have to be like doing any building work or just like, I want to like encourage people to like get on and just hang out more, like more than we already do. I know gaming district is like a perfect way to do that. Yeah, so I'm like taking charge. I'm gonna be designing a whole ton of minigame, like Stampy style kind of minigames. Like imagine Stampy's Funland, but like bit more decorated, bit more like ow. Yeah, basically like imagine Stampy's Funland. That's like the base model I'm going after, and then adding a big circus tent. So I mean, obviously he had a circus tent as well, but. Gonna have a bigger circus tent and have that be like my base. And hopefully the games I come up with are more functional than that Fire and Ice game I tried. It was a. I mean, the powder snow was the big thing that just like made it just like unplayable more than like once or twice. It was also way too small. Like it was the piston push limit, I think, was the big thing that just kind of made it smaller than I would have wanted it to be, and so the games went by way too quickly. But like if it was bigger, it'd take even longer to reset. So, yeah. Practically, it didn't turn out that well. Gluten tog, verbal sheet. We'll say that all the time. Yeah, pizza came up with it. Stay hydrated. Also meet Bat Cow. Or one of them. There are 3. But I don't quite know which one is which. I'm pretty sure me and Very Unwell and Twitch are pretty sure it's this one, but there's 3 options. Bat Cow. Okay, that's something actually. Do either of you know who Bat Cow is? Because it is a real thing from the comics. You've no clue? Okay. Yeah, it's Bat Cow is from it's from the Batman comics, but like a lot of people don't. I've never heard of it. Because you hear about it, and it's like, I don't think I ever touched a Batman comic. I mean, I haven't either. But I've watched a lot of videos recently, like going into like the lore and history and stuff. Like I've never read a single comic with Dick Grayson, but Nightwing is like my favorite DC hero at this point. Are you dual streaming? Yes, I am. By the way, just applied for a summer job, so maybe I can save it for that PC. Oh, cool. Yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, on surface, Bat Cow seems like it's from like that cheesy like the really cheesy like 60s era or whatever, 50s era. I don't know. When was the Adam West show? 60s? Yeah. But no, it's actually a really, really recent. When did Bat Cow come in? When was Bat Cow? $2012. I mean, not crazy recent, but in terms of comic history, it is very recent. I have no idea if I've heard this song before. I mean, I probably have. I mean, I think I've listened. Oh, I don't. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. I haven't listened to like all of them all the way through, all the soundtracks. I know they're all like on Spotify, and I've got a couple of them I've bought. I don't recognize this one at all. The Batman comics are they're a lot harder to like get into from my point of view. Like I haven't read any of them, partly because like they kind of intimidate me because like Batman just gets rebooted so often. Like the DC universe has been rebooted a million times, whereas like Marvel, you know, there's the main Marvel series that you can just stick with if you want, but you know, but there's been like 4 or 5 different Dick Grayson Robins with like identical origin stories and different stuff like that. Like Spider-Man has had a single series from the beginning. And it's kind of like they've rebooted it. They've rebooted it a few times. I think it's on volume 6 or 7 right now. So they've rebooted it a few times and like restarted the numbering, but like when they do, like it still has the number of the total comics. Like I think Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2 starts at like issue somewhere. I think it's somewhere around issue 400, and so even though it's Volume 2, issue 1, it's still got the full length Amazing Spider-Man number on it. So I've started collecting the Amazing Spider-Man comics because it is just a single long-running series that's way easier for me to comprehend than Batman's million reboots. So I've been going with the Epic collections because that's the most kind of recent collector's editions. They're like way cheaper than like the big hardcovers, way easier to read than the big hardcovers, and the fact that as well as like the old collector's editions like would always like get rebooted. There's always like a new collector's edition every few years, and they like would never get past like, you know, like a lot of the early comics or whatever. But the Epic collection they promise is going to be like complete. And they've actually been releasing them out of order. I'm pretty sure the final volume has been released. Like the chronologically the final volume I think has been released. Because they're also splitting it by like the volumes, like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 of the Amazing Spider-Man series. Like I said, volume 2 starts around issue 400, so I think that's like a new set of Epic collection books or whatever. Point is, I've done a lot of research into this to try to figure out what the best way to collect Spider-Man would be, and I've gone with the Epic collections, and I've got 5 of them on my shelf right now. If the DC universe has done like the MCU more, people would watch DC stuff movie wise. I mean, well, if I feel like if the DC universe has done like the MCU more, people would watch. Well, they tried that. That's the problem. They tried to rush into a DC universe. Like they had their big team up movie, like 3 movies in. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice is supposed to be like, you know, it's more of like the Zack Snyder trilogy, and then everything else is just a bit random. Like it should have been a trilogy and not like a full blown universe. If they were gonna speed run into a Justice League movie. Yeah, that's the problem with DC's, because they tried to copy Marvel too closely. They got burned because they didn't know how they weren't close enough. They didn't know what made Marvel successful. They just wanted to rush into the big team up movie and make tons of money. Which makes me excited about the new stuff with James Gunn. That's his name. I completely blanked for a second. Yeah, it makes me excited because he's saying like the MCU, the new DCU movies aren't gonna be very heavily connected like the MCU is. Like the MCU part of his problem with it is like you have to watch every single movie, even if it has nothing to do with like you have to watch Thor, The Dark World, to understand why the heck the Guardians of the Galaxy guy has the the ether stuff, or like yeah. What's a different example? I'm trying not to like make an like obviously you have to watch Black Panther to understand Avengers Infinity War because that's the team up movie. So it makes sense that like things are referenced in the big team up movies, but like individually, WandaVision. Okay, that's a good example. WandaVision and Doctor Strange 2. You have to watch a streaming series about Wanda and Vision, a very experimental like streaming series, to understand the big budget blockbuster movie about Doctor Strange, who had no connections whatsoever to anyone else in his first movie. Like that's one that's like the necessary connections there kind of probably overwhelmed people who just wanted to watch Doctor Strange 2. They want a second movie of the original of the first Doctor Strange, of just a standalone movie. It wasn't a standalone movie. So and James Gunn is saying basically he's trying to avoid that. So like all of the movies are going to be in the same universe, but it won't really matter if you've kept up to date. You can just pick up on the next one and watch it. And maybe Superman will show up in a Green Lantern movie or whatever, but it won't matter. Or I guess because I guess Green Lantern's in the new Superman movie. Like maybe Superman will show up in a Green Lantern movie, but you won't have to have caught up on Superman. He can just show up and do his thing, which is what the comics have always kind of been like. You can just like choose a comic run of a character and stick with it for the most. I mean, you get into comics and you kind of it's kind of guaranteed or not expected that you'll have to know other things from the different series, but for the like say the Civil War. Civil War was a big crossover event, whatever, but you can just read Spider-Man's side of Civil War. The amazing. You can go through Amazing Spider-Man, and when he gets, he comes into the Civil War arc and gets kind of updated. Like you can get updated with Peter, like you understand what Peter understands when he understands it. You don't have to read a bunch of Captain America comics and a bunch of like other random comics, Fantastic Four or whatever. I don't know who else was heavily involved in Civil War, the comics wise, but like, you can just watch Amazing Spider-Man. He moves in with Tony Stark, and all of a sudden he's involved with all the Civil War stuff, or was it the other way around? I think he gets involved with Civil War, then moves in with Tony. Point is, you can just watch Spider-Man's point of view of the Civil War stuff without the greater context, or just minimal greater context, because it's more character based. So that's what really good thing for new viewers. That's basically what what James Gunn's saying the DCU is going to be. Is going to be like everything's in the same universe, but like when there is crossover stuff, it's like you don't have to know everything from all the characters. I mean, maybe for like the big crossover stuff, maybe for like a Justice League movie, you'd kind of be expected to watch the movies of the individual Justice League members, but a Green Lantern movie is probably not gonna be super important to the Flash 3 or whatever. They can be separate until you get the big crossover stuff that you're expected to be a little bit more knowledgeable of. But everyone knows that is the expectation. The average moviegoer knows if you're going to watch an Avengers movie, you should know who the Avengers are and where their story arcs are at this point. But the average viewer going to Doctor Strange 2 just wanted to watch Doctor Strange too. you know, like the Spider-Man trilogy is like was really really good, because it was very very kind of low key. Like you get like as long as you watched whatever Spider-Man was in, you understood his character. You could watch Civil War where he gets introduced, and then Homecoming, no, Far From Home, or Homecoming, Infinity War, Avenger. You could watch like the team up movies he's in and his own movies and get the full picture. Because like, he it's not it's much more personable, and like the only really big things that matter are like, the death of his mentor in one of the Avengers team up movies, or yeah, that's like the biggest thing is like Tony Stark dying sets off all the events of Far From Home and No Way Home. It's like you have to have watched Infinity War and Endgame, but since Peter's in those movies, like if you're following Peter's story, you'll have watched those movies. Doctor Strange was not in WandaVision, so if you're just like, I'm going to watch through all of Doctor Strange's appearances, then Doctor Strange 2 will make no sense whatsoever. That makes sense. So basically just like keeping track of individual characters is going to be much easier with the DCU. If you just want to watch all of the stuff Superman is in, you can watch all the stuff Superman is in and hopefully not be too confused when certain other things happen. It's like, say you get into the MCU, say you're a Spider-Man fan. I mean, Spider-Man and Batman are the most popular superheroes, period. Like, by far. Like, if you look at graphs of, like, the most popular superheroes, they are just fighting for first place the whole time. 2008 comes by and, or, like, say 2002 through 2004, Spider-Man is top dog because of, the movies. And then 2005 comes around and Batman gets a boost, and then 2007 and 2008 and different stuff like that. Just based on the movies, like if you look at those graphs, like they'll just like be switching based on who's getting a movie that year. but say you know nothing about Marvel except Spider-Man, and you're like, I want to watch the new movies with Spider-Man. You can watch Civil War, and just like in the comics, you can watch Civil War and get Spider-Man's point of view on it. Because, like, yeah, he doesn't show up until, like, halfway through the movie. But, he gets as much context as... He doesn't have a whole lot of context. He has as much context as someone just watching Civil War without any other context, Obviously, Tony... He's a little biased on Tony's side. Thinking Cap's, like, a bad guy. But, am I making sense? My ADHD brain is dying a little bit. Where'd this start? Bat Cow? Is that how Bat Cow started? Or was that what Bat Cow turned into? Yeah, Bat Cow. So I looked it up. So yeah, 2012 is when Bat Cow came into the comics. He was, I think, or she was saved by like Damian Wayne. Yeah, rescued from a slaughterhouse by Batman and Robin. Yeah, and then Damian, they rescued it from a slaughterhouse. Tested her for disease. Like she helped test for diseases. And then, but after all that was done, Damien just kind of adopted Bat Cow. And I think Damien dies at some point, and that's where like the meme. If you look up Bat Cow meme, you'll just get like a frame of like Batman smiling and just saying Bat Cow. That's from like, I think after Damien dies, he like Bat Cow kind of like he goes to her and like it's a like kind of a random tender moment, just like him remembering Damien, and then he comes back to life because no one in DC is ever dead. They used to say, apparently they used to say in like, you know, peak comic golden age or whatever, like no one in comics ever stays dead except for Bucky Barnes, Uncle what was it? I know all these characters, I just can't, my brain. It's like no one stays dead except for Uncle Ben, Bucky Barnes, and Jason Todd. And now only one of those is true. Kind of funny sometimes just seeing like the way comics are like almost like the same thing to try to compete. Like DC and Marvel like copied each other all the time. Yeah, like I mean, big case in point, Deadpool and Deathstroke. You know, Wade Wilson and Slade Wilson. Like that's a pretty one-to-one. Like there's no denying that. But there's other ones like, you know, Robin. They gave Batman a child sidekick, and everyone went crazy over it. Robin was the best thing ever, and so they're like, okay, Bucky Barnes, we're giving Captain America a child sidekick as well. And then, I'm not sure if Bucky dying in the comics was like supposed to be intentional. Copy of Jason Todd, but the fact they both died and then both came back as like anti-heroes was like also just a really strange coincidence. If it wasn't straight up copying, I'd be surprised. Thing is, they were both done so like the Winter Soldier and Red Hood are both crazy good characters that like I don't think anyone cares at this point 50 years later. Not a coincidence. I don't know if both dying might have been a coincidence. But yeah, definitely not the anti-hero thing. Also, we need Robin. Oh, wait. Oh, isn't James Gunn doing... Wait, aren't they doing a Robin movie? I used to be part of the crowd that was like, Robin's just kind of way too lighthearted for Batman. Like, you know, Batman needs to be dark and gritty and Nolan-esque, you know. But then like learning more about Robins, about the, you know, the main Robins and like the Bat family, is like, holy cow, they are actually like the best part of the Batman comics is the Bat family. And the fact that like Lego Batman is the only modern Batman movie. Pizza, welcome. We're talking about comic movies and stuff. Okay, but yeah, I used to be part of the crowd that like Robin was like way too cheesy. He was part of the old age of Batman. But then learning about the Robins and learning about the Bat family is like, holy cow. I'm surprised that Lego Batman is the only modern Batman movie that has brought Robin in. Spent 2 hours writing with my English group. That's why I'm like, you're fine. So yeah, I know James Gunn announced that he is doing a Robin movie, right? James Gunn Robin movie. Dynamic duo. We'll follow the early days of Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. Oh, it's two Robin. Oh, it's a double Robin movie. Okay. I'm excited. Those are my two favorite Robins. Wait, how does that work? Okay. Robin is just the name. Like, Captain America is just a title that you either Steve Rogers is Captain America, Bucky Barnes is Captain America for a little bit in the comics. Sam Wilson is the new Captain America. It's a title. Robin is just the title of Batman's sidekick. Dick Grayson is the original. He was a trapeze artist with his parents, and his parents ticked off the mob, and the mob killed them in the middle of a performance by like snapping the wires or whatever. But yeah, he was the original Robin. Him and Batman had a little bit of a falling out, and he went on to become Nightwing, and protect his own city called Bloodhaven. You thought Gotham City was a bit on the nose. Yeah. He's basically, they have a little falling out, but they do reconcile, and basically Dick becomes like the best parts of Batman. Like, he's Batman without the trauma. He's the Batman who was able to overcome the trauma. And so, like, the people of Gotham are scared, so bad of Batman. Nightwing, the people of Bloodhaven love Nightwing. He could just walk down the street and, the citizens will wave at him. It's like, hey, that's Nightwing. Thanks for helping us, kind of thing. He's Batman who isn't weighed down by tons of trauma because he's able to overcome it with Batman's help. And that's like one of the best parts of the Batman comics is like the fact he is so proud. He ends up becoming so proud of Dick because he like becomes the better version of him. Like that's like his greatest achievement, or his greatest like success is Dick becoming Nightwing and becoming his own person. Meanwhile, Jason Todd, if Dick Grayson was Batman's greatest success, Jason Todd was his greatest failure. He was the second Robin after Dick went off and did his own thing. Jason was a street smart, kind of street rat boy who Batman met because he was stealing the tires off the Batmobile. And he also, similar to Dick, lost his parents or whatever, but he was way more bitter about it. He has much of a darker arc than Dick. Let's see. The readers hated him. He was brutal, he didn't like, he was ready as Robin. He was always ready to like, he was always questioning Batman's no-kill rule. I mean, obviously everyone does at some point, but like he was the Robin who was like ready to break it at the first chance he got. He's the one who wanted to break the no-kill rule the most, and the readers hated him for it. And so there was a call-in. It's the comic's called Death in the Family. In one of the volumes of one of the Batman issues, there was a phone number in the back of the comic where readers could call in and decide whether or not they were like, okay, hey, we're bringing back the Joker, and Jason Todd's going to face him. You guys, as the readers, get to decide whether he lives or dies. Pretty much unanimously, everyone decided Jason Todd was going to die. And so he did. The Joker killed Jason Todd and his mom. And that was sad. And Batman later went on to get a new Robin named Tim Drake. Tim is basically the de facto Robin these days. He's like the detective. He discovered Batman's identity and actually went to him saying, hey, I've noticed you've become much more brutal since your last Robin died. you need a Robin. You need someone to even you out. So I will be that guy for you. And so he's like the detective brain of the Robins. Not talking about him though at the moment. The movie is going to be about Dick and Jason, but Jason later comes back to life. Comes back to life and becomes an anti-hero called Red Hood. Basically, he becomes his own vigilante who is much more brutal and, like I said, much more willing to do whatever. And that eventually catches Batman's attention, and he confronts him, and they finds out it's Jason, and it's super traumatizing, whatever. So the new movie's going to be about Dick and Grayson, or Dick Grayson and Jason. Dick and Jason. That's going to be the new movie's about. But like I said, so Dick is my favorite DC character as like Nightwing. Like since just learning about all of this stuff and like delving deep into the Bat family and stuff, like he quickly became my favorite DC character over Superman or Batman or whatever. Okay, Pizza's chatted a lot. I've not been looking at it. We can't forget that Batman sends Robin to stand in for him. Sends Robin to stand in for him for the Justice League meetings when Batman is busy in a spare Batman outfit, and they usually don't notice. Oh, Dick does? Which Robin were you talking about? Because we've there's 4 main Robins. There's a 4th. So Tim Drake, I already mentioned briefly. He doesn't have that deep of a backstory. He's the detective. He's the mind. He's the de facto Robin these days. And then there's Damian Wayne, who is Batman's son. I mean, all of them are like adopted sons, you know. But Damian is his blood son. He was raised by the League of Shadows and trained as an assassin, which also got Batman's attention. It's like, hey, this is this assassin kid going around. Or was it? I don't know. So yeah, Damien's his son, and he's also much more brutal like Jason is. But he's also the youngest of the group. And he's also really bratty, and a lot of the readers also hate him a lot. He's basically Jason 2.0, but like he's like blood related, so it's like, well, that's his thing. He's the only blood related actual son, whereas everyone else is kind of adopted sons. Robin and Nightwing probably can't for that bad. So it says Robin. Oh, you mean Robin and Nightwing? So you're saying the movie's gonna be? It's gonna be in the era where Dick's already moved on, and Jason's gonna be the Robin at the moment. Dang, poor Jason. Then he came back as a Red Hood. I saw a post once that was like, you can tell how big Batman thinks the threat is based on how many Robins he brings. And I think there's a couple girl Robins as well. There's Stephanie, and I don't know them as well. I don't know the girl Robins as well. Or Tim, for that matter. Tim's probably my least favorite, just because he's like, I mean, obviously he's the best Robin because, like, you know, I mean, in the modern comics at least, like Tim is, you know, like I said, he's mastermind. He's, you know, the best Robin functionally. But like emotionally, like he doesn't have, besides the fact that like he can kind of tell Batman's going a bit insane after Jason dies and becomes the new Robin stand-in, so he can like keep Batman kind of sane. Like he doesn't have too much of a big emotional arc as far as I'm aware. I mean, he's the one I've delved the least into just because he feels very bland to me. It's kind of interesting though. I've looked in, I've like watched a couple of videos about like, you know, people ranking the Robins, and like Jason is pretty considerably like at the bottom of the list. Like people still hate Jason to this day. Like I've seen a few rankings that are like put that like Jason and Damien, it's a coin flip which one is at the bottom of the list. You know, because like like I said, Damien's basically Jason 2.0, and people feel that way about him. I'm surprised because I really like Jason as a character. If I had to rank them, it'd be like if I had to rank them: Dick, Jason, Damien, Tim, easy. Just from as far as I'm currently where, Tim might get up there. I mean, I doubt Tim would actually pass Jason in my ranking, even if I got to know him better. But he'd probably be more of like a 7 out of 10 than a 5 out of 10 as he is on my list. Not because he's bad, just because he's bland, like I said. He's the best Robin, if you think about it. Because he's the only one that's really stuck around as Robin and really makes the most of the position as the sidekick. As like the crime-fighting sidekick. Obviously, emotionally, Dick is way more important in Batman's life. Like, way more. But if you just look at like the Robin as a plot device, Tim is the best. Maybe not plot device, but like, in the Villain of the Week stories fighting Bane, Tim is the best one. Yeah, Pizza, have you heard so we started, this all started because of Bat Cow, but have you heard this say, it used to be a saying back in like the golden age of comics that like no comic character stays dead except for Uncle Ben, Bucky Barnes, and Jason Todd. But only one of those is true these days. I found out about like that was a big saying among comic fans back in the day. And it's like, oh, that aged very, very poorly. Well, or very well. Probably it aged very well. I mean, because Winter Soldier and Red Hood are both great characters, so I wouldn't say it aged poorly because it's not true anymore, but like I'm glad it went the way it did. And I'm glad Uncle Ben is still like the only. Now that also leaves like Uncle Ben as the most important comic book character pretty much ever, because he's the only one that's ever really stayed dead. And obviously Spider-Man is the most popular comic book character. I mean, it's a toss-up between Spider-Man and Batman in any given year, like you mentioned earlier, but I mean, not even Batman's parents stayed alive. I mean, you get Thomas Wayne in certain alternate universes as Batman because in the alternate universe, like, Bruce died. I mean, like, in the main universe, I don't think Thomas and Martha have ever come back to life, but, like, even then, but Ben's not alive in some random alternate universe somewhere. When it is, it's usually because they're rebooting Spider-Man so they can kill him off again. You got Uncle Ben versions of Spider-Man where Peter dies and Ben takes the man. Oh, is there? That's not technically true either. Oh, really? Oh, they did the Thomas Wayne thing as well? I think it's probably talking main continuities, though. I mean, like, obviously in Spider-Verse is probably going to be a Ben Parker Spider-Man. I mean, besides Ben, clone Ben. That's Ben Riley, right? Or Ben, is it Ben Riley? Am I just remembering wrong? There is a Ben from the clones. He's a clone of Peter. And he is a Scarlet Spider. I think I scared away on Will. No one's watching Twitch anymore. He's like, I'm done with this comic book talk. Oh, you're still here. Okay, never mind. Well, Twitch will say one viewer, but like it always says one viewer. Like it never dips below one. So I thought it usually meant like it meant I was watching my own stream because I've got the preview up. Like I thought might have counted that. Okay, well, I still don't know anything about comics, so I'm just listening it. Fair enough. Well, okay, so that'd be like my recommendation. Like, if you're more interested in the DC universe and you haven't already, dive into the Bat family, because in my opinion, that is the best part of the DC universe. Like I said, I've been buying Spider-Man comics. I don't really plan on buying any DC comics, but except for maybe like a Nightwing run or something like that. Nightwing's got a cool suit. I mean, he didn't originally have a cool suit. I mean, so he's like I said, he grew up as a trapeze artist. So like his suit kind of reflects that. The original suit is like it's like white and very light blue. And it looks like a circus uniform. I know it was intentional. I don't like it. His original suit looks like a circus uniform. I don't like it. His modern suit though, the one that's been like I think the original suit didn't last more than a few years. I think the modern suit's been the one that's been around the longest and the one I like a lot more. It's like a black suit with like a blue like eagle. I don't know if it's an eagle or not, or it's not a bat, but he's got like a bat symbol thing on his chest. That's like dark blue. I think it's like an eagle or a hawk or something like that. It might be a hawk, now that I think about it. Yeah, he went from like one of the worst outfits to one of the best, in my opinion. His fighting style is very much like acrobatics based. Like he's very flippy and handstand. He's super agile, and whereas Batman, Batman's like much more brute force. Like Nightwing has a really fun fighting style that just reflects like his past more, which is cool. It's like it's got story significance because it's like his parents. Batman's just big and brutal because he's Batman. Has nothing to do with his parents or whatever. But like Dick fighting like as a trapeze artist is just like really cool, just kind of reflection of like where he came from. And whereas the music just got like super emotional. I'm not talking about all this deep character stuff. Okay, I need more seeds. Yep, Ben Spidey Parker exists. He accompanied Peter to the science place. He got bit instead, then Peter got shot. Okay. The fact it's an alternate timeline, though, I think is probably a bit... Like, Bucky and Jason both came back in the main timelines. I'm not sure whether Tom... Like I said, I'm not sure if the Waynes have or not. So these days, it might just be Ben Parker and the Waynes, if you're going to redo that saying. No one dies in comics except Ben Parker and the Waynes. Stays dead. But yeah, it's going to be so nice to see Dick and Jason in the main DC universe after everyone avoided them. Everyone has avoided Robin since the 90s. Besides Lego Batman, which was really good. Because isn't there... So there is technically a... There was a Robin in the DCEU, but he died. I think it's implied to be Jason. It's never confirmed, obviously, but like it's a Robin that was killed by the Joker. 90% chance it's Jason. Which means Nightwing would have been somewhere in the DCEU. Although if he existed, I'm not sure why Batfleck would be so brutal. And then the Dark Knight Rises kind of had a... He wasn't a direct adaptation. He was like Tim Drake with a different name, right? He was like a mix of a bunch of them. Like he was Tim Drake in the fact that he like figured out Batman's identity, but he was also a full-grown adult at that point, which none of the Robins have been at this point. The Dark Knight Rises, because his legal name is Robin, right? John Blake. Yeah, so his real name is... Yeah, John Blake's backstory incorporates elements of the three Robins: Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake. Like Grayson and Todd, Blake is an orphan. John became a police officer just like Dick did, but he also harbors lifelong anger like Jason, and like Tim Drake, Blake figured out Bruce Wayne was Batman on his own. Yeah, so I mean, like he was the Nolanified version. Because Nolan kind of took a lot of like the fantasy elements. I mean, not that Robin's fantasy, but you know, a lot of the fantasy and more 60s-ish stuff out of it. Because a lot of people like Robin has evolved far more than like a original, like, you know, Robin is... When most people think of Robin, they think of like the Adam West series, where he was literally just a kid sidekick with a cheesy costume and like no real emotional significance whatsoever. That it's either that or they hate the 90s movies so much. I hear... I haven't seen them. I hear Dick was done really well in those movies. But like that's the only good part of those movies, so like people just write off Robin as either a product of the 60s or the guy who ruined Batman and Robin. Or Teen Titans, yeah. Teen Titans Go. Yeah, that's also... Because there was the original Teen Titans series, right, in like the 90s as well. But Teen Titans Go has also kind of taken a lot of respect away from the Titans. They had Cyborg in the DCEU, but he was a full-blown member of the Justice League. And they made him like super serious. Like they took away all of his just like chipper attitude. Because Cyborg is like the heart of the group, isn't he? Like he's the guy who's just always upbeat no matter what. And like obviously he's got trauma basically because he's, you know, part robot and lost his dad or whatever, but like among the Titans, he's like the one that like gets past his trauma the quickest and like brings everyone up. So the fact they made him like super, super, super serious in the movies is like just kind of like, okay, this is Cyborg by name only, basically. Name and looks. I mean, he looks cool. Cyborg, ironically, was usually the most human of the group, yeah. Hi, welcome back, RGB. We are really, really deep into a comic book conversation at this point. Been going on for like well over an hour now. It started because of Bat Cow. Pizza, please tell me you know who Bat Cow is, by the way. I'm not sure if you caught that part of the stream, but where I explained her. That's annoying. That's obnoxious. The cow who Batman had. Right? Close enough. Damien adopted the cow, and then Damien died temporarily. And Batman had like a really touching moment with Bat Cow remembering Damien. And it sounds like I mentioned earlier, like Bat Cow seems like that's definitely a product of the 60s. No, 2012. I looked it up. It's a 2012 Batman character or Batman lore. It's wild. Yeah. 2012 Bat 2012, that's when The Dark Knight Rises came out, guys. Bat Cow came out the same year as The Dark Knight Rises. I want to know who thought of it and why. I can tell you who thought of it. I'm not sure about the 2012 Bat Cow. Who was the writer? Who was the writer of this part? Art Baltazar, Franco Orlani, Grant Morrison, and Chris Burnham. You can thank them. Oh, okay. Batcow was created by Art Baltazar and Franco Arlani, first appearing in Tiny Titans 17. However, in the Prime Earth continuity, okay, in a different continuity, Batcow was rebooted by Grant Morrison and Chris Burnham. Wait, when did Tiny Titans 17 come out then? 2009. Okay, so it looks like it's a 5-year-old kind of like a 5-year-old comic. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Batcow was created for a children's comic and then brought into the more adult continuities. Still, that was still mid Nolan years. That was the year after Dark Knight. So even if it's not on the nose as The Dark Knight Rises, like ah, yes, I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your body? One of my favorite quotes ever. This feels like a podcast. I mean, that's kind of the point of these week streams. There's nothing really important going on camera. It's just like, where are my diamonds? Do I not have diamonds? I don't have diamonds. Okay, I can't make a new... Okay, I can't make a new hoe. That's obnoxious. Yeah, nope. Pizza, can I can I borrow some? This is it's kind of important. Fine, thank you. Yeah, you don't want to kill the wheat stream, do you? Yeah, I mean, I grew up on Teen Titans Go, so like, I probably don't have that as bad feelings about it as I know a lot of people definitely do. Your base is over here. Okay. Ow. Ow. I mean, it was still cringy back then. I mean, it still wasn't my favorite show when it was coming up, but I still grew up on it. I still have some feelings towards it, maybe some positive feelings towards it. I haven't gone back and watched the original show. Or how do you do that so easily? By the way, you do this like lantern jump, like perfect. Ow. Okay, you have no diamonds in here. Are they up here? Oh, UFOs. A lot of them that I doubt you're using. Oh, I'll take one of these because you're definitely not using them anyway. My diamonds are in my ender chest. Okay, yeah, I'll just use one of these then. I'll grab the one that doesn't have mending on it so I can break it. Anvil. Do you have an anvil anywhere? Or is it? Oh, it's probably. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? There we go. Wait, that portal's cursed. Why is it two by two? What portal? Where? This one? That's a 3x3. Pizza's another portal. Yeah, it's a 3x3. We have a data pack that lets us do custom shapes. It's why the charity area one can be like that's 2x3. No, it's why the charity one over here can be. Yeah, and then that says 2x3. That's why this one's shaped like this, because we got a data pack, and then this one's like an upside down triangle kind of thing, because we wanted to do like the childhood cancer like ribbon. So. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, guys, we're getting close. We're getting to the point where like you're gonna be able to see the wheat field from like here, if you can't already. Okay, you can't quite already, but. Oh, welcome RGB on the Twitch stream. Yeah, it's just like right outside the chunks. Oh, also, this is Bat Cow, by the way. We're one of three. We're still trying to figure out. It's probably this one, but we're yeah. Two by three, same thing. Oh, Will jumped over. Okay, RGB moved over to Twitch. We'll jumped over to YouTube. We're hopping chats again. To be fair, YouTube's higher quality, so I do not blame you. Bat cow. Oh yeah, so Pizza, we were talking earlier about the data centers between YouTube and like Twitch. Because I was trying to figure out why when they don't have Twitch doesn't even bother to save the VODs longer than like 2 weeks, why they limit it to like 8,000 kilobits. Because obviously they don't need all that store. They aren't using as much storage. We looked it up. So apparently YouTube has 72,000 servers. Twitch has like 190. It's kind of insane if you actually realize it. Look at it. And like not because, you know, ChatGPT was like, oh, it's because YouTube's backed by Google, whereas Twitch doesn't have the right infrastructure. Like, yeah, Twitch doesn't have the same infrastructure, but that's not because they don't have money. They are backed by Amazon. They can they could afford it if they wanted to. Listening on YouTube, I have Twitch muted. Ah, I see. Gotta get that viewership up. You can both open, might as well use them both. Twitch hemorrhages my... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you've told me that. Yeah, maybe they don't put more money into it because they already lose money on Twitch. Although I imagine if they put more money into it, more people would use it, right? I mean, kind of spend money to make money. That's like the #1 rule of business. Even if they just like put and like it turns out so they said that they've got like more like 1,000 servers, but they only really have like 200 190-ish running at a time on average. Because they don't actually need that, they don't need them up all the time because they aren't saving data. It's actually like more processing power based. Like they've got a few servers for saving data, but like which is basically a loss leader for Amazon. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, out of like those 192 servers, maybe like a couple dozen are used for data. The rest are actually purely used for processing power for encoding. Meanwhile, YouTube, yeah, like I said, YouTube has 72,000 servers in 6 full-blown Google data centers. I want to get this done by the end of the stream. It's already been going on for like, yeah, 2 hours, 15 minutes. We'll see if I can get this done. I spent more time terraforming than in 1 or 2. And yet AWS exists. What's AWS? Oh, that's Amazon Amazon Web Service, right? So you can buy servers from Amazon, right? I think we've done that for a couple of my classes. And like other streaming services, you like buy Amazon servers. Yeah, Amazon Web Services. Yeah, okay, yeah, servers. Yeah, okay, we've used some Amazon servers actually in some of my classes for like cybersecurity. There's like a server dedicated to just letting us hack into it. And just like screwing around and messing with Just just a low no stakes server that you can just like mess with, just crack. We were using Amazon for that. Basically, everything that isn't Google runs either Microsoft or Amazon or AWS. Yeah, because I guess you can buy a domain, but you don't unless you personally have a like, say Squarespace. Make a website on Squarespace. It has to be hosted somewhere. You can't just. I never really thought about that. Because buying a domain isn't the only thing you have to do to have a website. Like most of the internet ever is Google, AWS, or Microsoft servers. Yeah, it makes sense. Unless you're like Hermitcraft that like bought their own server. Or I don't know actually, because like Minecraft server hosting services, do they probably just have dedicated servers, or do they go through Amazon? Do they buy out Amazon servers and then rent those servers out to Minecraft users? I'm interested to know about. I'm interested about that. So I think lagging was setting up a physical server, right? That he was doing some tests on. Because I know Hermitcraft just has a physical server they bought themselves. Probably depends on the size of the operation. Yeah. Yeah, like I know Hermitcraft has their own hardware, and I think lagging was setting up one too. For possible future seasons. Epic Hosting, I think, has their own server since they're big enough. Yeah. What about like the free one, like Aternos? Probably not. I mean, that one, Aternos, you have to like wait for an open server because it is free. You can just like have it running, and then like, but like you have to turn on the server when you want to play. Otherwise, it doesn't run. Which Minecraft doesn't run really anything when players aren't loading it anyway, so it doesn't need to be up running all the time. Realms is probably just on Microsoft's own servers. They can do that. I hate that cybersecurity class. Not because he was a bad teacher, but well, he didn't do a lot of teaching in class. Okay, forget that. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. Even with the best teacher in the world, like it's not my thing. Too much HTML? No, I don't do too much HTML. Like HTML is not a thing in cybersecurity, like almost at all. At least not in that intro class I took. No, HTML is web development. I'm not a big fan of web development either, but I'm better at it, and obviously I'm probably going to be doing more of it than cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is its own field. Web development is just another subset of software development. It's just an aspect of it. HTML is just boring. Well, CSS, okay, HTML is not bad. JavaScript's not terrible. It's got some really weird formatting that I'm not a big fan of, but like yeah, JavaScript's not bad. JavaScript's like the closest to like my normal programming classes, so yeah, that's fine. CSS though is oh boy, is CSS rough around the edges for me specifically. You've got so many different things like just justify content versus justify items. What the heck is the difference? Because there is a big difference, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. There's so many things you can do in CSS, and so many ways to do it, and so many similarly named things that it's just like I still have not wrapped my head around it. We're about to finish our MATLAB unit and we're doing C. Okay. I'm taking C# at the moment. Doing like data, like stack development. I just learned what a Stack Overflow was today. That was fun. I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting to me. The way like functions actually just work by, or I guess it's methods in C, isn't it? But yeah, learning how like we were learning about stacks earlier, and I'm like, what's kind of the point of this? What are the point of stacks? And I realized, oh wait, programming is built on stacks. That is all programming is, or at least all functions are. So that was a fun class today, learning about stack development, stack overflows and stuff. Basically, what programming languages do behind the scenes. CSS though, that's something I can't really go without, and not something I enjoy very much. So I'm just kind of trekking along in that class. Like I said, HTML is not bad. HTML is the quickest part of web development. It is so fast. You just throw the content in there. Like, you just figure out, okay. Like, because HTML is just the text and the pictures, basically. Like, you just throw the text in, throw some images in like a simple kind of wireframe. That's it. That's all HTML is. It's the quickest part. It's so fast. JavaScript gets more in depth into like JavaScript and CSS are where more time goes, and personally CSS is where the most time goes in my experience. Yeah, HTML is easy. HTML on its own is really, really easy. It's full-blown web development. That's like putting all the pieces together is harder. Squarespace would be a perfect time to sponsor me, by the way. I know we've joked about in previous streams, like, you know, as a student web developer myself, Squarespace is definitely the way to go. If you don't want to learn months and months of web development programming. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Why are you advertising for free? Oh, yeah. My bad, Sandy. That'll be $50, Squarespace, for a little plug. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Don't be like me. It's not worth it. Yeah, I can be like everyone talks about how easy the analytics are, and everyone's like, yeah, it's like, oh, they've got this full suite of analytics. I'm like, I don't care about the analytics. You can make a website without having to learn CSS. Do it. The analytics are a part of it. I don't see. I don't have any classes that make programming interesting, unfortunately, because they're all basic level. So I just get bored after I understand everything, but I have to do 20 examples anyways. Yeah. What programming language? We were talking about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Kind of those three together, making up kind of web development. I'm also I've spent the most time in Python, and then I'm also taking C# classes at the moment, where we're learning more about um, programming with stacks, using stacks. Like I said, just today, like before the stream, in my class, I learned what a Stack Overflow was, which was fun. Also sounds nerdy as frick, but it kind of is. We're working around Bat Cow at the moment. Okay, stretch. I don't have the redeems on Twitch yet, so I just have to stretch and drink water on my own. Fun. I learned from programming chip logic, doing assembly, then C, C++, finally Java. Taught myself Python, C#. Okay. Yeah, I took a class as well about just like computing, like at the binary level. I made an adder actually. I made a where's Tester World? I think it's Tester World. Dude, my college doesn't even teach Python to anyone, but electrical engineers and computer engineers. Wait. Oh, and computer engineers. I was about to say like, wait, it doesn't teach Python to the programmers, but it teaches to electrical engineers. Okay, where is this thing? Also, this is my creative world. You can see my Echocraft Season 4 Halloween build and my Echocraft Season 5 Halloween build and multiple versions of the library and the Stampy's rocket for like a bit of a special effects moment from my single player world. This is the investigator's office from Echocraft Season 4. Cool. I mean, you won't see things like the factory here because I've got this flat world, and then I also always just have a blank copy of the seed, whatever seed we're using, so I can plan out. Like that's how I did all the terraforming for the wheat field. You can see this is where I discovered like the ice game and the resetting mechanism and the game itself. This was like the early version. I was like, eventually I got to like this pathway, like you could like jump up on these pathways, but I was trying to maybe randomize it a little bit. It didn't work very well. That's future stuff. That is Sears Tower. A scale model of Sears Tower because I wanted to turn it into Shears Tower. Basically just a massive sheep farm. You can see one of the modules over here. Basically just a a big modular sheep farm and a big storage system. And I like mapped out what colors would be where down here. So this is just a random build, I think. I was gonna build this in my single player world. I might still build it in my single player world at some point. It's supposed to be kind of like a hall of, like, you know, the dragon egg or different things. Kind of a museum thing. Shopping district build? Possibly. It could possibly be a shopping district thing. Oh, Shears Tower is going to be a single player world thing. I still want to build that eventually in my single player world, but that's not going to be a server thing. That's just going to be... that's just going to be single player. There's like a bunch of different versions of the sheep farm. Anyway, this isn't supposed to be a tour. There. Okay, early version of the factory, actually. I was going to I was going to have these... This looks terrible now, but I was going to have, like, towers. Like almost like castle watchtowers with wheat in them. This was before I decided to do the wheat field. This was going to be the wheat farm. This is actually relevant to the stream, unlike all the other stuff. Yeah, this was going to be what I was going to do before I did the wheat field. So yeah, and different designs of, like, this is where I designed like the windows and stuff. This was me planning out just like, oh, there's a way smaller version of the pit. I ended up widening it more. I think the updated version, no. Yeah, updated version is over here. But I was possibly gonna have it at like 4 different quadrants, or yeah, that's the final version. This is some interesting stuff, isn't it? This was me finalizing the wall itself, I think. Oh, this was an early, like, really, really early, like, trying to figure out the color palette. Glad I did not do that. That was just like, I threw dirt-related blocks together and thought, and to see if it might work. This was the snow globe from Season 4, by the way. That's a possible Season 5 build, actually. Or Season 6 build. It's the Christmas tree from Season 4. Yeah, I've got some couple Season 6 things, a couple future single-player things in here. There's the... This was going to be the size of the hourglass. This was my first model for the hourglasses in the Wheat Wars. Glad I beefed them up, and even then the big ones were not as big as I needed them to be. But yeah, this was me planning that out. Anyway, it's so small, yeah. Oh, Pokey, that's quaint. 3. It holds I think, yeah, 4. I didn't think the Wheat War was going to be as big as it did, honestly. This was a thumbnail for a Season 4 video. No, Season 5. No, this was the thumbnail for the Creeper prank at like, Episode 2. Yeah. Random piston thing? The piston extender? Not sure what this is. Because that doesn't work with normal sand, doesn't it? How's it been? Oh, welcome, Janak? Long time no see. How'd that library thing work out? Oh, the single player? Yeah. Oh, wait, are you talking about the witch situation I talked about? Yeah. I haven't been on the single player world since. Okay, what's this one? Yeah, that does not work at all. I thought it might be like a rotation thing, but library with the book sorter. Oh, you were on that stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't touched the single player world since. All my villagers got turned into witches, and I don't want to deal with it at the moment. Maybe after the season ends, I'll maybe once the stress of like getting everything done for Echocraft is done, then I'll do it. Anyway, this here is a binary adder, so I can do 1 + 1 = 2, or what would that be? 3 + 1 = 4. Yeah. So this is from my so okay. This all started because of Sanity. Thank you very much, Sanity. Yeah, I took a computer. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so it's a it can go up to 6. 3 plus 3 equals 6. But we were learning about like binary, and we were doing like Arduino stuff, and we were just like learning about how like computers add at the very basic level. And so I built a calculator because all binary is on and off. Like all computer math at the very 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 basic level is just trillions of little on and off lights. And so I built a calculator based on that class. Yeah, 0 or 1. Yeah, so like this is here I can do 2 plus 3 is 5. Because okay, also if you don't know how these lights work, here, quick little binary class. Okay. So that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 4, and that's an 8. So all this is called a bit or a byte. Is this a bit or a byte? Individual ones are called bits. 4 of them together like this is called a byte. And then you can have multiple bytes together, and that's where you get megabytes. Megabytes is 1,000 bytes. So 1,000 sets of 4 of these. Or a byte might be 8. I'm trying to... Bytes, 8 bits. Thank you very much. Okay. So yeah, so a megabyte is 8,000 individual lights, individual bits, or 1,000 of these 8 sets. Anyway, counting actually goes like this. So it goes like 1, and then when you overload on this, it goes to 2, and then when you get to 3, it's like 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 is like this one. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then when that gets overloaded, those go blank, and the next one turns on, and then it repeats the cycle. So this 4 one will stay on, and then 1, and then 2, and then both of them will be on for 3, and that'll be 7. And it just kind of keeps that cycle going. The next time it overflows, it just brings up another light on and then resets the cycle it was just on. So that's how you read these. So this is, that's a 1 slot and a 2 slot. So that is just 3, or 3 plus 3 equals 6. Fun little binary thing. Anyway, let's get back to the server. Oh, hey, Sandy. Yo. I know you can hear me in the stream as well, but yo. I might extend that one, but I know Rec built like a massive calculator. Basically, it was basically just like that. I built that actually, and Rec did like his big video pretty soon afterward. And I was like, this is cool. I understand exactly what he's talking about most of the time. I mean, he got quite division's hard. Addition and subtraction is, from what I remember, is fairly easy. Multiplication gets a little harder, and then division is just insane. Just the amount of logic you have to go through. Would love a second tower to rival the Pizza Storm Engineering. Engineering Tower, is that a Season 6 build? Binary programming was fun, actually. Even more amusing when you get something to work on your own than when everyone else uses the solution in the book. It doesn't work. Yeah, we had Arduino. So basically, we were doing that. We were doing that just physically with like LEDs and wires. And so like I built on an Arduino, and I was like, I could do this in Minecraft. I know exactly how to do this with Redstone. And so I did it with Redstone, just as a fun little personal project. Personal challenge. Nerdy personal challenge. Speaking of maths, I'm having to figure out why the lighting engine is breaking in Minecraft past 35 million. 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 35 milli 35 million blocks. I'm sure there's an Ant Venom video about it. Ant Venom gets deep into that kind of programming stuff. I forgot to mention. I forgot I also have a Twitch account. The Twitch stream is slightly faster than the YouTube stream. Yeah, I mean, like it's lower quality because Twitch has a limit on the bitrate, but yeah, it's lower latency. Yeah, 35 million blocks past the world border. The game used to not have a world border. Yeah, well, yeah, it used to just be the Farlands, right? Yeah, because you can get past the world border. The world border is there, but it does not stop anyone who knows remotely what they're doing. I think we were talking about maybe doing the Farlands in Season 6. Just having them available in the world. Not necessarily to live at, but basically just reverting the bug fix. Because there's mods that add the Farlands, but it doesn't necessarily like add them. It just reverts the bug fix so that the game can create the Farlands again on its own. I think we were talking about doing that again for Season 6 because Pizza wanted to do something with that. Farlands used to generate as a stone wall at 33 million. That's why the world border was originally at 32 million, then was truncated to 30 million. So 35 million is where you're having lighting issue, which is probably past where the Farlands used to be, or in the depths of where the Farlands used to be. Four bits byte with the 8 bits. A byte can represent 0 to 255. True, right? Yeah. Okay, that's it. Here, let's go back in this world. Yeah, because that goes 8. Then go up to 16, 32, 64, 128. And so when you not net, yeah, 128. And then when you have all of these lit up, excuse me, when you have all of these lit up, it adds up to 255. Which is why old NES games, if you're wondering, ooh, hello guys, like old NES or Game Boy games like Donkey Kong, like once you get past like games that used to have infinite levels. You know, you could play Donkey Kong as long as you wanted, or old Atari games. You could play those games as long as you wanted, and the levels would just keep increasing. If you could get it past 255, weird stuff would happen because they would, you know, or why you can only have like 255 rupees in the original Zelda NES. That's because they only had 1 byte dedicated to counting the amount of rupees you had. And once you got past 255, it would just break. Also, thanks for following Draxilian. There's no such thing as infinity. That's why there used to be kill screen. Yeah, true. Yeah. If the programmers did it right, then there would usually be a limit. Or there would just be some buggy point where the game just stopped working. With 4 bits, you can represent most early computer graphics, aka 16 colors. Yeah, because with a bit you have access to 8 values. Or wait, okay, yeah, 4 bits you can represent most early computer graphics, aka 16. Yeah, okay, true. So that's I'm trying to remember. So you'd have 2 bits dedicated to each color, right? Or no, 4 bits you represent most. Okay, I just had to reread that a few times. I was not thinking straight. Yeah, with 16 values, you can have like red, blue, green, yellow, like colors, and then black or white. And then I think usually it'd be I know there's a Tom Scott video about it. Actually, I watched a Tom Scott video recently about color bit depth. Color bit depth. I have a manly voice. Yeah, that explains it really well. I'll see if I can find it, actually. If you guys are interested, stick around for the rest of the stream, please. But Tom Scott black color banding. Yeah, it was a video on color banding. Why dark video is a terrible mess. This goes right into that kind of stuff. That was the manly voice. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, so Tom Scott, why dark video is a terrible mess. That's a really great video about exactly how color bit depth works. As a film nerd and a programming nerd, it was right up my alley. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoy it. That's Tom Scott in a nutshell. He gets the computer nerds and the film nerds just together. And just like the random geography nerds as well. Tom Scott's just a great channel. Sorry for the technical explanation. No. Don't worry about it. I enjoy this kind of stuff. Been working on a mod pack to bring back some older features and remove old workarounds. I also want to get rid of the bedrock floor, like how InfDev used to work, where instead of empty void, it was infinite ocean of lava. I didn't know that it was that way in InfDev. Okay. Thought my combination with lock was impressive. Oh, you're talking about the calculator? I think I'm a little behind on the chat. I gave it when I tried to figure out square root. Okay, yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I was square root's just in a league of its own. Because I built a data pack for I'm switching back to another single player world. Where's the minecart? Here it is. I built a data pack that shows me my speed in the X and Z. Where is it? Okay, it showed me my speed along the east-west direction. That was as far as I could get it. I was trying to do square root as well, but Minecraft's data pack, the really simple programming language Minecraft has for data pack, they let me do simple division based on ticks for the speed, but it could not allow me to do square roots. So I had to give up. I only was able to do speed on a single direction, which worked for the video because I was only doing stuff at a certain direction. I also had a command block. I think I had a command. Turned it off. Excuse me. I turned you off. There you go. This is a video that I was really proud of because I just I built a data pack. A super simple data pack, but I built a data pack. Twitch just crashed. Oh no. OBS reconnect. Okay, it says it's reconnecting on OBS. Not sure why that would have happened. Okay, Twitch should be back up. I think OBS just reconnected automatically. Ruh-roh. Yeah, ruh-roh. Here, actually, let me see if I can find the data pack and just show you. You all seem like I wouldn't be doing this if I had a whole ton of viewers that were gonna be clearly bored by this stuff, but literally everyone in chat sounds like they are nerds like me and would probably appreciate this. Let me find the data pack. Saves or science data packs speedometer. Also gonna have to remember how this worked. Okay, Twitch should be back up. Okay, let me open up VS Code and make sure I'm not doxing myself with any of my homework. Which I would be if because that is my full name. So not gonna switch this over yet. Open that. Yes, I trust the authors. I don't think... Okay. Let me swap this scene over. Here. Window capture. Window capture. There it is. Okay, you can see VS Code. Cool. Let me center that more. Parent screen. There you go. Okay, so this is the data pack. Let me also split my screen so I can see Twitch chat. That. Do. Nope, not that. Not that. That. Okay, I can see Twitch chat. Cool. Let's zoom this in as well so you can see. Okay. So. I was trying to figure out why the audio is so compressed. I realized I tried to set the quality to 160p as a workaround. Oh, no, yeah. My OBS just, like, straight up crashed. It didn't... It wasn't on Twitch's end. I don't think, at least. The reason I can't just willingly share my Discord account. Lots of conversations with buddies I have where we're on a first name basis. All good. Okay. Cool. All right, so this is the data pack. You don't have to worry about these files. Okay. Well, actually, okay. So load. This is when... So this is the first tick the data pack loads up. This will activate. It'll run this load function. There it is. Okay. So this just creates all the variables. Yeah. So this runs when it loads. It also sets the text and stuff into the scoreboard. So this sets up the scoreboard. And then each tick it runs main. Main runs calculate speed, formatting, and display. Calculate speed. So it gets my position. So every tick, it'll get my position at XYZ. Calculate the different. Okay. I'm glad I commented this because I would have not been able to remember. All good. I am speed. Yeah. Okay. So. Store result score temp x. Okay, so this is the name of the these are the name of the variables. Like this programming language, it's not much of a language. It's Minecraft commands actually. If you look closely at it, it's just Minecraft commands. You could do this all with a command block, or like 90% of this with a command block, but I know VS Code better. So, yeah, temp x. It runs. Calculate the difference from the previous tick. Diff x. Where's diff x come in? Oh yeah, that's also the display function. That just takes all the variables and puts them on the scoreboard. And that formats the scoreboard, I'm pretty sure. Right? Formats to decimal. So I divide it by 100 because I think decimal as a where's load? Decimal score 1. Okay, decimal is 100, so divide everything by 100 to get the decimal score. Right. So okay, so the calculate speed takes the position, basically takes the difference from the last tick, I think. Temp-X and last X. That's it. Okay, so each tick, it sets this to. Okay, this should be higher up, probably. Store the new position as the last position for the next tick. Yeah, right. Okay, this should be the first thing it runs, I think. But after this, so last X is set to temp-X. So the current tick's position is set to this variable, and then the next. Oh no, of course. Oh, it has to run afterward because. So at the end of each tick, it grabs the position from that it calculated up here. The next tick, it will subtract that to the new position. It'll subtract that and then calculate the difference. And then the speed is the difference times the tick rate, right? Yes. Ow. 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 Oh. Zombie, get out of my way. Okay. Time to sleep. Why did Godot open? I did not open Godot. I did not touch Godot. I don't even have a shortcut for Godot. Why did it just open for no reason whatsoever? Anyway, I wrote. So when did that mod come out? Or when did that update come out? Like October, September. I love that you got 4 more viewers since you started talking code. Apparently, I need to do programming streams more than wheat streams. Anyway. Right, okay. So that's the base. I'd have to look at this more to like really understand exactly how each line of code works, because I wrote this like 6 months ago. This is all formatting, getting the decimals and stuff set up. It's stuck on code. Yeah. I just saved. I was just saving myself because I was getting hit. I didn't have time to switch OBS back. So yeah, this is the speedometer pack I made. Fun little, again, just like building that calculator. Like it was just a fun little nerdy challenge. Like I know 90%. I was like, okay, I know programming. It took me a couple hours to learn how Minecraft commands worked, but like I was able to make it in like one night, I think. Like it was just like the calculator. It's just kind of a short little fun personal programming challenge project, and it's in the video. So if you go and watch that video, that's how that speedometer worked. Like I said, I tried to do square roots. Oh, that's the issue. Okay, so I got in. So I was It took me 2 nights. The first night I was trying so bad to get square root working, and then I learned the Minecraft commands don't have a square root built in, so I gave up on that and then completed it. If I wasn't trying to do square root from the beginning, if I knew that wasn't going to work, then yeah, it would have taken me way quicker. It would have just taken me 1 night, but it took me 2 nights because I was just dead tired after the first night. Just like I almost gave up entirely. Just like, why can't I get this? Why can't I do this? Okay, back to the wheat streams. Back to the more boring, less. I thought the programming stuff would be boring, but I guess y'all. I mean, no one really commented besides Drax. Oh no, never mind. I'm just dumb. Holy moly, this is smart people stuff. Well, like I said, you could do that in game with command blocks if you wanted to. It'd take a lot of command blocks, but you could do it in command blocks. Just with the normal Minecraft commands. I mean, if you wanted to run it manually, you could just do, scoreboard, whatever. You wouldn't be able to do a live updating every single tick unless you also... Actually, you can even do that. You can do that too now because we can tick freeze, right? So you could, if you really, really, really wanted to, you could go through and just freeze the ticks, and then run all of those commands, and then step into the next tick, and then run all of those commands, and just keep doing it. If you wanted to manually calculate your speed along the x-axis because I couldn't do it any other way. But that's why we have programming, so you don't have to manually do stuff like that, you know. Half of programming is spending so much time so you can save time. It's kind of the whole thing behind it, you know. We save time by spending long hours creating programs to do stuff quicker for us. Poke, I've come to the realization that I will only ever get to the Farlands if I go through the Nether, and I'm sad. I mean, that's how Doc did it. I mean, it wasn't the Farlands. Farlands was just a world border, but I mean, you know, Doc had his quantum pig or whatever. He went through the Nether because he probably wouldn't have been able to do it through the overworld. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't be able to just shoot yourself straight into the Farlands directly, but you could make a portal. But I have a consolation prize. I shall build a railgun on top of a mountain that is decorated with my nether roof portal on top of it. Then the real redstone is there. Wait, what? Build a railgun on top of a mountain that is decorative with my nether roof portal. Oh, with the functional one in the nether. I see. Okay. I wish we could see both YouTube and Twitch chats. I have 3 monitors. That's the only way I can really see it. I mean, I could do it with 2 monitors, but then I've also got OBS as well, so I got 4 programs running. 2 different browsers, OBS and Minecraft. That's all. Okay, that doesn't go there, but I think that should be it. And more like on stream, like part of it. Oh. I don't like the embedded chats. That's something I don't think I'll ever do. It's because you can't control it, you know? Because like I'm family friendly, so like, you know, I'm a family friendly channel, so like, you know, someone just drops an F-bomb in chat. I can block it. I know I can block it in YouTube, but you know, that's just a very basic example. Like, obviously, language probably won't be an issue because I could just block individual words, but like, you know, inappropriate messages, innuendos, stuff like that I wouldn't want in. That'd be like much harder to moderate. Like that, I wouldn't be able to control it. I used to stream and then had someone spam a bunch of slurs. Yeah. I could probably block the individual words, but you know, it's not the point necessarily. Hell no, when you're a Unix veteran, every problem you have, you make a script for it. So if it's ever a problem over a decade later, you have your eureka moment. I just pressed the W key and space key for 5 months straight. I think it took like 16 or 18-hour days for it. I've done a fair bit of Linux stuff. I mean, I know Linux and Unix are different, but also just kind of the same. Yes, and the Mac can look cooler too. Oh yeah, you could like build a Mac gun, like a decorative Mac gun from like Halo or something like that, and then have all the redstone one like in the Nether. 23 ancient debris is not bad for 2 lines. Oh, you're ancient debris mining. Okay. For walking to the far lands. Oh, you walk to the far lands. Oh, okay. Oh, so you like streamed walking to the far lands? Okay. Sorry, this chat is peak ADHD. Oh, don't worry about it. I am ADHD myself, so I get it. the fact that we've I just look at where this video has gone. Like I was showing off my it's a wheat stream, but I ended up like showing off my creative world and showing off my VS Code program data pack and other random single player world stuff. Like I haven't stuck around in the server the whole time, so that's peak ADHD. That pizza says why? What? Why? Yeah, you said what? 5 months straight for like 16 or 18 to 18 hours a day. That is something I'd never be able to do. That is something that is like okay, that is the point where I know I've had too many video games. It was a beta Minecraft. I guess yeah, so hunger no hunger, right? Like yeah, on one end there's no sprinting mechanics, on the other end no hunger. So that would be one less thing to deal with. And also much less complicated terrain. Well, okay, never mind. Beta and alpha terrain can be super buggy, but like you know, you didn't have to deal with like the caves and cliffs, you know. Again, I cheated by only doing it in peaceful mode. Also, I mean, at that point, I would not blame you. I would not want to die and just, oh man. Yeah, peaceful mode, no hunger, no food. I guess, well, I guess you wouldn't have to worry about food anyway if it was just peaceful mode, even on the modern versions. You don't have to go to beta to do that. So really, you could have just done it in the modern versions, maybe pre caves and cliffs, so you didn't have to deal with the crazy terrain. Do it in like 1.8 in peaceful mode, and that way you have sprinting but no mobs and no food to worry about. You need beta for the far left. I'm dumb. Yeah, that's also true. Unless you get that mod that just reverts the bug fix. Like I said, it's not a mod that adds the Farlands. It just lets the game do it on its own by unfixing the code. Even then, though, I think it looks different than like the classic looking Farlands because there have been multiple versions of the Farlands. Throughout different versions when they've done like different tweaks to like the world's edge and stuff. So I think even with the mod, it looks a bit different than the classic like Minecraft story mode Farlands, you know. It's starting to sound like the infinite bacon question. I've never heard the infinite bacon question. What's the infinite bacon question? Mods like what I did to remove the world border, remove a workaround. Yeah. Now I have to deal with the brunt of, hey, my lighting engine is broken. Not quite as holy. Yeah, that's the big difference. It's more just a wall. Or it's either a wall or it's more like strips. It's not like the Swiss cheese style of the classic Firelands. I can only ask the infinite bacon question in voice chat. No thanks then. It works over text, but if you, oh like the punchline doesn't work the same. I don't know if it's a joke or anything, but would you rather have infinite bacon and no games, or games, unlimited games, but no games? Yeah, I don't get. Is it like a pronunciation thing? Is that why it works better in voice? Like out loud? No, it's just. Which would you rather have? Games, I guess. I don't eat bacon that often. I'm more of a sausage guy, breakfast sausage guy. Does it even make sense as a voice call? No, it doesn't. This question is so weird. It's literally just meant to not make sense. So it's just like you have to say it with it works because you say it with so much confidence. Is that what makes it like funny? Like it's purely based on delivery. Precisely. Oh, okay. I see. You're just supposed to say it with so much, just a ton of confidence and confuse anyone who's listening. I get it. I mean, the text version confused me as well, probably even more. So. Hello, Bat Cow 2. How long has the stream been going? 3 hours at least. I will admit, I did misread the text as Gluten talk. Yeah, it's a pun. Pizza came up with it on his stream the other day. I'm running out of wheat puns for the titles of these things. Okay, well I do still want to finish this. I'm getting there. We can finish this area. Valley of Wheats moment, yeah. Yeah, ChatGPT. I tried using ChatGPT to give me a couple good ones. It didn't really. the only decently good one it was Breaking Bread. Like a Breaking Bad reference. Wheat Field of Dreams. That was one I was kind of proud of. I came up with that one. Thing is, I don't know when the wheat pun started, but like if you look back at the early streams, like there aren't any. Like it's just, hey, expanding the wheat field or whatever. But I wanted to make it like more unique or whatever. Meanwhile, on Twitch, you want to be as descriptive as possible. You're not supposed to like make fun or like super clickbaity titles. You're not supposed to do like Twitch is like straight to the point, exactly as descriptive. So I've just been doing expanding the wheat field in Twitch. But YouTube, I've been having a little bit more fun with the titles. Guys, subscribe to Pizza Buff for more quality puns. Maybe that's why I wound up at the bottom of the barrel of view counts. Oh, you were trying to do clickbaity titles in Twitch? I mean, clickbait is not necessarily the right word, but like, I mean, every title is meant to get clicks, for the most part. Like, you need a good title to get clicks. Clickbait is just like the bad ones that are like. Clickbait is when the video doesn't match up with the title, but all titles are clickbait in one way or the other. No, just garbage titles like Draxilian sucks at Minecraft, Draxilian sucks at Terraria, etc. Yeah, YouTube titles are supposed to be like short and maybe a little bit dramatic to kind of catch attention. Twitch titles go long and they're just like full of like, you know, you can throw family friendly in a Twitch title. You wouldn't throw family friendly in a YouTube title if you want to get views. It feels a little bit just random and long for no reason at all. But like, yeah, Twitch streams is like, you know, hour 50 plus or hour, you know, day 49 of the hardcore world, family friendly, proximity mods, you know, trying to come up with like a super long Twitch title, but that's how you do Twitch titles. Reminds me of the prank titles. Gone wrong. Yeah, that's a YouTube title. That's not what you do with Twitch. ADHD comfort streamer quiet yippee. Are you saying that's for my stream? Saying I should throw that in my Twitch titles, like ADHD chill stream. Talks to audience, or talks with chat. I think I've seen that in a few Twitch titles. Talks with chat, like in all caps. Yep, you've used that one, yeah. Yeah, that's more of a descriptive, like, Twitch title kind of phrase. No, just in general, but now that you say it, yes. I mean, it is fairly accurate to my streams. And had no way to join for a 15-hour stream. Oh, boy. I could not stream for 15. I mean, we've been going for 3 hours, and I'm already feeling it. Ugh. Ugh. How do you know what to talk about in a 15-hour stream? Like, I was streaming for like barely half an hour earlier, and no one had joined yet, and I was getting anxious. Like, I was getting like, that's how Bat Cow came. That Bat Cow was a result of me just like trying to come up with anything interesting to talk about, and this cow just like got in my peripheral vision just in a weird way. Like, it's like I saw it in my peripheral vision for a split second. It didn't look like a cow, so I'd like look back and make sure it was a cow. That's how Bat Cow was born. That is just because I mistook a cow for not a cow. and then confirmed it was indeed a cow, and then it mooed at me later. You don't, you just wing it. I mean, I wing it too, that's the issue. I was winging it earlier, and yeah, I was struggling. Anyway, we've got actually I've got the average view up. I mean, I can't speak. I've been getting 3 average views on Twitch. Like they're like, hey, you only have one more thing to work for. It's the 50 followers thing, which is gonna take longer. But like I doubt the 3 this specific 3 view average stretch is gonna hold up that long. But hey. I got there once, which means I can do it again once I've actually got the followers to support it. Besides, the only person I stream to now is my fiance. Okay. Also, congrats. I am very much single, so yeah, that's cool. Get out of here! Get! Stop trampling my crops. Any reason why wheat? I explained it earlier, but it's a dirt. I've got this dirt factory here, and you need wheat for packed mud. So it's all for, fine, I'll watch on Twitch too. Hey, pizza. Yeah, wheat's just a big part of this industry I'm building up here. And so even though I'm not going to be farming any of this, I mean, obviously I'm not watering any of it. It's all for show. So it's like, there's a little bit of lore to it, I guess. Like, this is how the workers in the factory like get all their wheat for the mud, as well as it fits with the American Midwest industrial vibe I'm going on here. American Midwest plus some very British stuff I'm gonna be doing later, but you'll see that. I was supposed to make it. Yes, I'm still gonna make a dirt shop, hopefully. Fine, I'll watch on YouTube too. You're supposed to make a dirt shop. Season ending in 3 months. Yes, it is. Season is ending in 3 months, so I mean, I'm gonna prioritize getting the area done versus like supplying a dirt shop. But that was the original plan. I did make a dirt shop last season. I just didn't have the factory support it. This time I've got the factory, but not the dirt shop. But this has been much more of a passion project anyway. Because I did come up with this idea last season. This was going to be my base in season 4, but I ran out of time to even get started on it. So I got started on this early and then left the front wall up for a year before coming back to it. That was only partly my fault. There was a bunch of server stuff going on as well with the charity district. And excuse me, buddy, please move. No, don't trample my crops. Get out of here. Move. That's probably too fast. I sprinted away before he could really get interested. Come on. Come on. There you go. Wait a minute. Oh, didn't they, aren't they changing the... Wait, let me... Have they changed it yet, or is it just in the snapshots? because I think they're changing the sheared sheeps to match the bedrock ones, and I don't like them. I don't like. Okay, you're still good. Yeah, I like them all being white like this. I don't like them in bedrock, and I don't like that they're bringing that over to Java. Just the dye stays on the sheep. I mean, yeah, it's more realistic. Why is my laptop not plugged in? It's dying. Okay. There you go. Oh, thank you, pizza. I don't like the sheep thing either. I like any of the mob changes. I hate it. I like the cows and the pigs. Like like I like the new variants. The variants are fun because they're not getting rid of the originals. The originals are still there. I like the new mob variants. I don't like that. I'm glad they everything they've been doing with the sheep. They did the cows, great. Chickens, great. Pigs, great. Sheep, they decided to have just all colors spawn everywhere, basic or like, you know, they decided to have all the colors spawn naturally, like in different biomes. You could get like a red sheep spawning naturally. Didn't like that. Glad they reverted that. They just like straight up, but like they reverted that so quick. Glad they did that, so that the pink sheep is still the only unnaturally colored sheep that spawns naturally. So that, yeah, they did that change, reverted it, but then they're doing the bedrock parity thing, and I doubt they're gonna revert it because bedrock parity is a big goal for some reason. But yeah, I don't like any of the changes they made to the sheeps. Both changes they made to the sheeps. I don't like either of them. And I do have a stake in this, as you could probably tell. Minecraft sheeps have always been my favorite Minecraft mob, and they always will be. Cows have snout. Okay, the 3D model, sure, yeah. Okay, I don't like they added the 3D models of the cow. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, like, it's not crazy. It's just, oh, I think they changed the pattern. I think a little bit too. I think they like okay, where's Bat Cow? You're over here. I think they changed it so that the front legs are no longer. Oh, they're symmetrical. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. All the legs are the same anyway. They just changed it so that they're symmetrical now. Not they like reverse the texture, so like the white line is in the middle, I think, or it might be on the outside. Either way, they like flipped one side of the texture so that they're symmetrical now. That's not bad. Okay, I thought it was like, I thought the legs were randomized. Like I thought they had random textures and they were like bringing them into sync with each other. But they're already in sync. They're just like making it a little bit less obvious that they're the same pixel. So I don't mind that. That's a completely innocuous little change there. I don't like the sheep thing either. Something just feels very wrong about it. Yeah. It's always felt wrong in Bedrock, and I don't like it in Java. Oh, also, another sheep thing that we were talking about earlier. So, I don't know who it was in chat earlier, but that didn't know. But sheep can actually eat the tall grass instead of like turning the grass blocks into dirt. They can go up and like eat the tall grass to get their wool back. Yeah, they can eat like all the new ferns, all the fancy new ferns and stuff that they're adding, which I know is gonna give someone a headache. It doesn't. It's an innocuous change on it. So like the fact they can already eat the tall grass and stuff, it's just parity with what's already in the game. But I know some people are like, oh, all these new fancy ferns, I can finally build with, and the sheep just like come up and eat them. I can imagine that would get annoying. I know someone on probably B-dubs, someone on Hermitcraft is gonna be like have a serious grudge against the sheep. Okay, that was my trampoline and it's replaying it already. Okay, that's it for this stream. I'm not ending it just a second. That felt very abrupt, but work-wise, we've extended it this far. You can see, like, all the stuff I planned at the beginning of the stream is pretty much fully grown almost, actually. But, yeah, we just did this big square here. Besides, well, this was already here, I think. Yeah. We did that big square and a little bit here as well. Sheep are at pizza's base. Got it. Stop getting ideas. It's Poke's fault. Sorry, I didn't join sooner. Hey, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Oh, stretch. Okay. No, it's terrible for terraforming people. The land will just revert back to pre-beta 1.6. What land? Oh, you mean, oh. See, if they did the thing like with the tropical fish where they just had a bazillion pattern varieties of the cows, that'd be sick. So you don't like 2 new cows, but you would like 10 new cows. Is that what you're saying? Then it's the first Minecraft change to old content in a long time that's making me actually want to revolt. It's so horrid. Cows have snouts. It's gross. Felt that way when they added it to pigs. Did pigs not always have the snouts? Pigs makes more sense. Pig snouts are like iconic parts of the animal. Like, makes sense that you give them 3D snouts. Cows not as much, but it also makes sense. Maybe give it parity with the pigs. Give it to the sheep though. No, thank you. I don't want any realistic looking sheep in my blocky game. I'd hate how like dead bodies can trample crops. No, keep my flat face sheep. Thank you very much. The derpy looking mouth. I love the derpy looking sheep mouth. I used I used 2 stacks of rockets this stream. Okay. I guess I'm gliding. Ow. Okay, let me look at this cow. Oh no! Without rockets. Gosh, no. Okay, this is terrible. Oh, and I've got my elytra. That sucks too. Okay, there it goes. Okay, let's look at this cow. Let's look at the snout. I mean, the udder's already 3D. Like, the cow already has 3D elements. It's like, and the horns. Like, the snout. Like, the snout's just bringing it up to par with the rest of the cow, honestly. And the chickens and the pigs and stuff. Like, I don't mind the 3D snout at all. I'm perfectly fine with the 3D snout on the cows. I mean, the white and black spots with the different pattern varieties. Oh, like the horses? You'd want like horse varieties for the cows of just like basic ones with different patterns? Because how many horses are there? Like 25 or something like that? Or there's like... Hope you had a great one. Head off to go compose some music for some mod packs. Oh, have fun. I've never gotten in music composing, but it sounds really cool. That's a skeleton. I know, Sandy. I know. Same colors and just pixel variety. So, okay, so, like Spinda. So, yeah, like the horses. Because, okay, let me get some rockets and find some horses around here, because there's always horses around here. Especially on this... Okay, not on this hill. Because like we've got a brown horse right here with a bunch of white spots, but then you've got a brown horse over here with like, you know, more of a like a faded pattern, whereas and you've got like a dark brown horse. I think that's probably a different breed. Yeah, it's a different breed. But like this one and this one are up here. No, never mind. That's dark brown horse with spots. Dark brown horse with no spots. More just like the, you know, the faded variety like this one is. We got a white horse up here again, like faded white horse, and I've got a white horse in here now that I think has black spots. It's been in Pokemon. Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. Oh no, that's just a faded one. But here, I've got a gray horse with like big white spots, as not as polka dotted as the other one. So like slightly different varieties, but like same basic patterns. You know, is that what you're talking about? What do you want for the cows? Because I love the Highland cows in this one in the game. Oh yeah, okay. Here's a bunch here. This is a dark brown, but like with more chocolate instead of like brown on the back. And then here's a dark brown with a similar thing, right? Or is this no? Is that the same as that? Yeah, okay, that's the same as this breed right here. So that's like the basic. That's got like darker spots on the back, and this one's polka dot. Like you can see right here. This is like a perfect example. Massive color ships has no variety within the type seems really odd to me. Okay. I mean, I get it, but like, I don't mind. The thing is, they are super different in like cows are just super different throughout the world. Like between, you know, like the Highland cows, the big fluffy Highland like Scottish Highland cows versus like Mexican bulls that you've got in, you know, the warmer areas, and then like, you know, dairy cows that have been in the game for forever. Like cows have a greater variety in real life than I think horses probably do. Horses in real life are more just like multicolored, not necessarily like. I mean, you've got like big giant horses and stuff, so like versus like a Shetland pony is probably like the most different thing I can think of. But anyway, I'm gonna finish off the stream there. We've been going on for gosh, 3 hours 40 minutes. Yeah. Let's leave that there. We got some good work done, but I'm tired and hungry. Very much hungry. And yes, so hope you guys enjoyed. This is a fun stream, a very fun nerdy stream, but it was a fun stream. But yeah, I usually do these every Tuesday for you guys who are new. I don't know if anyone's brand new around here. That's okay. Let's fix that first. Now that I've noticed it. Raid, also true. Yeah, let's raid someone. Raid someone and then say goodbye to the YouTube chat, because I always keep that one up running first. I like, because YouTube does save the VOD and Twitch doesn't, I like to start YouTube first and end YouTube last. So that it has the full thing. And then Twitch just kind of gets cut off at the beginning and end, but it's fine because it's not going to stay up long term. So, but yeah, okay, so I'll do the full outro after we raid someone. Let's figure this out. Okay, raid channel. Search and filter by category, Minecraft. Family friendly. Okay, family friendly Minecraft. Let's see. Let's build Oz. Ooh, that seems fun. Oz facts, dad jokes, Wizard of Oz lore, family. This seems fun. Okay, Oscar Diggs. This his profile picture is the hot air balloon from the Wizard of Oz, and apparently he's building Oz in Minecraft, and he's working on Wardens right now. Apparently, Wardens got me scrambling. Yeah, this is fun. This looks like a fun stream. Yeah, okay, let's raid this guy. Okay. 2 viewers ready to raid. 3 viewers ready to raid. How many people do we have watching on Twitch? 4 viewers ready to raid. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's raid that. And then say goodbye to the YouTube chat. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Do these every Tuesday normally. And yeah, let's see you in the next one. Bye.